Testing. Testing. Okay. All right. Shalom Israel. Shalom Bashim Yashabarakatam to the brothers. Shalom Yahweh Shema Alatab Bashim Yahshai to the sisters. We are the Isupk Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, sold out of 1 West 125th Street, Hall, New York, under Commander General Yohana, and we are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. Right. We teach that all so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are God's chosen people. We are the true biblical Israelites that the Bible speaks of, and Esau, or as you would know him, as the white man, is the devil that the Bible speaks of. That's right. All right. So today, Sabbath service. If you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe if you're tuning in. We're going to be starting going back to Leviticus. Leviticus 18 and 11 to 19 and 29. Priest and Officer Ibad Ya'ala will be reading in the Hebrew. As for anybody who may be new here, 49 verses in the Hebrew. He'll do 7 in the Hebrew and then 7 in the English. We'll give the breakdown and continue. You got anything up before we continue? No, sir. All right. With that being said, I might jump, which means to rise or stand. Just me and the brother up here. Sorry, it's me. Sorry. Light for Allah, which means to Israel. Sorry, it's me. Sorry. Sorry, it's me. Amandim Wapan Yahakodum, which means to rise and face east. We'll be going over the prayers in the Hebrew and the English, starting with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodah, Hayah, Sukah, Yahweh, Malakot. Like Malakot, Tabaa, Ratzah, Zaka, Aisha, Baratza, Towa, Hayah, Bashamaya, Nathan Lenau, Call, the one, what's the Laklanau, cover with, like Kawatnau, Kafta Laknau, Kawatinau, Wala, Kabayano, Bonasaya one, a ball, how was shine by young, right. Laka, Hamalakwa, Allah, Watapara, Winamia, Aman. Now in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, what will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day, our daily bread. Forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. Lead us not into temptation. Deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Amen. This is the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua. Ba'ukasha. Nathan Lenau. Akat. Arapa. Call Makala. Call Marawa. Akat. That's hard. How much is it right? Akat. Amatio. Akat. Arakawa. Tamala. The Garshun. Hashem Yahushua. The water Aman. Akat, which is the power of the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please. Give us the power. Power to heal. All men are sick. And all men are diseased. Power to cleanse the leper. Power to raise the dead. Power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it. This is blessed Israel in the Hebrew Yahweh. Hashem Yahushua. Barak Lanawa. Vayashra Allah. Wahabayah. It's a party. Barak. Hashem Yahushua. The water Aman. What we just said was Lord.
Lord.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
In the name.
In the name
of Yahushua.
Yahushua.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Ayanya, all, Baharyam, Mayan, Yabaa, Zarya, Ma'ai, Hawa, Shah, Shamayam, Waratsa, Ayathan, Wat, Ogalka, Oyanawam, Shamarka, Ana, Naa, Anawam, Wala, your son, Shawamar, Yasra'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Zalka, Yad, Amika, Yomam, Shamash, Na'a, Yakaka, Wayara, Balayla, Yahweh, Shamarka, Call, Rai, Shamar, Napaska, Yahweh, Shamar, Tadaka, Wabawaka, Maita, Waiwanami.
Psalms 121 in English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help comes from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee.
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
Will not slumber.
Behold.
He that keepeth Israel. Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade.
Upon thy right hand.
Upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
Nor the moon by night.
Nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee.
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil. It's like he shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going
The
out.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in.
And thy coming in.
From this time forth.
From this time forth.
And
even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew, Alahayim,
all
Dami Alaka,
all Taka
Arash,
all Taka Arash,
all Tashakwat,
all Tashquat.
It's like all Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Ayawabika,
I will give you
Yahama,
Yawan,
Ra'ash,
Ash,
Alaimaka, Yahwamwa, Sawada,
Sawada,
Wayata, Yaitazawa, Altazapawanyaka, Marwa, Makawa, Wanakakidam, Goya, Wala, that's cars, some Yasha'ala, Awada, Kaya, Nawaitazawa, Lava, Yakadwa, Ayaka, Barya, Wafa, Ahalia, Adawam, Wayashamai, Allah, Yum, Moab, it's like Wagar Yum, it's like Wagar Yum, Gabal, Waimawan, Malak, Palasha, Shabi, Tazawar, Gamashawar, Nala Imam, Ayawa, Zarawai, Labanya, Lawat, Salat, Asha, Laham, Kamadi, Kasaya, Sarah, Kayabi, Wanakor, Fast One, Samawa, Bayan, Dara, Ayawa, Daman, Dama, Shaytam, Nada, Yamawa, Kaira, Kasaba, Kazazomani, Call us Yakamwa, Star, Amarwa, Naya Rashad, Nanawa, Nawa, Aholiyam, Alahayim, Alahayab, Thumb, Kagagala, Kwash, Lapunya, Waka, Shabaira, Yaira, Kalaba, Kalaha, Hariyam, Kun, Daradatma, Basaira, Obasa, Wapaka, Zaba Mala'a, Punyahum, Palawan, Wash, some Kush, Yahweh, Yabash, Wayaba Hoa, Wayah, Wayah Kaparwa, Wayah Abad, Wayah Dagwa, It's like Kaya Duck, some Kush, Yahweh, Labaka, Ayuan, Alcohol, Ha'aratza.
This is Psalms 83, so in English, 12. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
For lo,
thy enemies.
Make a tumult.
They that hate thee.
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
They
have taken crafty counsel. Against thy people. And consulted. With thy hidden ones. They have said. Come. Let us cut them off. For being a nation. In the name of Israel. Maybe no more remember. So they have consulted together. With one consent. They are confederate against thee. Tabernacles of Edom. And the Ishmaelites. Of Moab. Hagarenes. Gabal. And Amalek. The Philistines. With the inhabitants of Tyre. Sore also was joined with them. They have opened the children of Lot. Salah. Do unto them. As to the Midianites. As to Sarah. As to Jabin. At the brook of Kison. Which perished at the door. It became as dung for the earth. If the nobles like Oreb. And like Zaid. Yeah. All their princes. As a bot. And as a moon. Who said. Let us take to ourselves the houses of God, in possession. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like a will.
Make them like a will.
As stubble before the wind.
As a stubble before the wind.
Fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the flame set the mountains on
As
fire.
the flame set the mountains on fire.
So
persecute them.
with thy tempest.
With thy tempest.
Make them afraid.
And make them afraid.
With thy storm.
With thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
Let me seek thy
That
name.
they may seek thy name.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
Let them be
Let
confounded.
them be confounded.
In trouble.
In trouble.
Forever.
Forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That
thou,
whose name alone.
whose name alone
Is Yahweh.
is Yahweh.
Art the most high.
Art the most high.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth. Use the blessings in the Hebrew. Barak Yahweh.
Barak Yahweh.
Wayahum Shai.
Shai.
Wami Yakahala.
Yakahala.
It's like Wa Alahayim.
Walahai.
Hatzabiah.
Zabiah.
Alawap Yohana.
Yohana.
Ha'alawapim.
Alawapim.
Hasaranya.
Hasaranya.
Hakatzayonya.
Hakwatezayonya.
Hakahayoyam.
Hakayayonya.
Wa'akwatyan.
Yahweh.
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 Bahashim Yahushai.
Hashem Yahushai.
For water Aman.
For water of mine. Now in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushai.
And Yahushai.
And Mike.
And Mike.
And the angel.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohana.
Commanding General Yohana.
The general.
The generals.
Captain.
The captain.
Officers.
The officers.
Troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of
In the
Yahushai.
name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry, face me. Yeah, you can go ahead. You may be seated. Just like just one moment. All right, if anybody was just now tuning in, we're going to be going over the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 11, all the way to Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 29. Priest and Officer Abadi Allah will be reading in the Hebrew, 49 verses in the Hebrew, verse 7, and then 7 in the English. We'll give the breakdown and then continue. And as always, participation is always greatly appreciated. Remember, this is not the Christian church. This is class. If you have any questions, please ask in the chat. With that being said, whenever you're ready, Abadi.
Come on. The book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 11 in the Hebrew. It's like Ira Yowath, Batha, Ashath, Abba Yara, Mawala, it's like Mawaladah, Abba Yar, Aka Yadara, Hawa La'a, Thaga Laha, Ira Thoha, verse 12, Ira Yawath, Aka Wata, Abba Yar, La'a, Thaga Laha, Ashar, Abba Yara, it's like Abba Yar, it's like Hawa, verse 13, Aya, it's like Ira Wath, it's like Ahar, it's like Aka, it's like Aka Yawath, Ama, it's like Amara, La'a, Thaga La'a, Kaya, Sha'ar, it's like Amara, Hawa'a, verse 14, Wa'a, it's like Irayath, Akya, Abba Yara, La'a, Thaga Laha, all, it's like Ashakwa, La'a, Thakwarab, Da Thawa, so Da Thara, Hawa'a, verse 15, Ira Yata, Kala Thara, La'a, Thaga La'a, Ashaf, Banara, so like Hawa'a, La'a, Thaga Laha, Ira wa Thaha, verse 16, Ira Wath, Asha, Akayar, La'a, Thaga Laha, Irayath, so Ira Wath, it's like Akayar, it's like Hawa, verse 17, Ira Watha, it's like Ira Wath, Asha, Waba Thaha, La'a, Thaga Laha, Ath, Batha, Bana Banaha, Wawa, it's like a Wa'a, Batha, Bathaha, La'a, Hakwa, it's like a Takwa, Takwak, Laga, Lawa, Ira, Wa, Thaha, Sha'ara, Hanaha, Zama, Hawa'a. Verse 18. 18, that's right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, just 17. No, all right, so now we're gonna start in English. Oh, slacking. I love this.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 11 in the English. The nakedness of thy father's wife's daughter, begotten of thy father, she is thy sister. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 12, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's sister. She is thy father's near kinswoman.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 13, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's, of thy mother's sister, for she is thy mother's nearest kinswoman. Thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy father's brother. Thou shalt not approach to his wife. She is thine aunt.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 15, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy daughter-in-law. She is thy son's wife. Thou shalt not uncover her nakedness.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 16, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 17, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of a woman and her daughter. Neither shalt thou take her son's daughter or her daughter's daughter to uncover her nakedness, for they are her near kinswoman. It is wickedness.
All right, so I hope this is pretty self-explanatory. We went over a little bit of this last week. So when you can pretty much relate this to Noah, when his sons, it was Shem, Japheth, and Ham. This is why Ham was cursed the way he was,
Right.
Because when his nakedness was uncovered, Ham laughed and pointed, which I don't know why you would do that to your father. That's crazy. And mind you, Noah was the most righteous man at that time, right? So Shem and Japheth, as good sons would do, they covered their father's nakedness. They like backed up so that they couldn't see him because they honored their father. So now what I want you to take away from this before we continue is you don't want to obviously uncover somebody's nakedness. So just so everybody understands, if you are married, for the brothers out there, your woman, that is your woman, right? You uncovering her nakedness, that's your woman, and vice versa. For the sisters, that's your man, that's your husband. You uncovering his nakedness, that is your man. That is the only thing that is acceptable. Now, one specific one I want to focus on, where it says Leviticus 18 and 16, where it says, thou shalt not uncover the nakedness of thy brother's wife. It is thy brother's nakedness. This ties into adultery. Okay, this is why here in the UPK, we say if you sleep with another man's woman, Salakia, that's gay. You want to know why? You got to think spiritually behind it. You are entering into a woman that belongs to another man. When you are lusting after another man's wife, not only are you uncovering her nakedness, you are uncovering that brother's nakedness. Why? For time's sake, when you get married, you become one. That woman is now a part of that man. That man is now a part of that woman. So when you want to uncover her nakedness, you're uncovering that brother's nakedness, if that makes sense. All right. So you don't want to do that. And this pretty self-explanatory. This ties into incest, of course, which I'm pretty sure you've already heard of it plenty of times in Sweet Home Alabama and Esau doing God knows what. It's a sin. I don't know who needs to hear that, but yes, incest is a sin.
Right.
And uncovering your son's wife, which would be your daughter-in-law's nakedness, is a sin.
Right.
You uncovering your daughter's daughter, your granddaughter's nakedness, is a sin. If you are a man and let's say your dad, he got multiple wives. One of them is your biological mother, but then there's another one that's not your biological mother, be like your stepmother in a sense. You do not uncover her nakedness.
Right.
That is your dad's wife, and vice versa. He does not uncover your wife's nakedness. Everybody understand? You got anything about before we continue?
Come on, if I may, a few things. On Noah, in the story of Noah, you got to understand where he was coming from. It said when he was, let's just say he was, drunken with wine. You know what I'm saying? He got, he was, how do I explain it? He was in a low estate. Think about it. Everybody that he ever knew was just killed, besides his sons, his wives, and his sons' wives. That means his mother, his father, his uncles, his auntie, all his best friends, everybody that he might have, politic with, you know what I'm saying, who wasn't believing him. You got to understand, not only was it wicked people there, but those wicked people was probably a part of his family. You got to understand where he was coming from. So, of course, he's going to go take some time to himself. He was probably sorrowful. He was probably mourning for the death of those people. You know what I'm saying? And Ham, like the wicked bastard he is, instead of, oh, dang, my father in the lower state, let me, you know what I'm saying, let me turn my face away from his nakedness. I'm going to laugh and point at him. You know what I'm saying? And that's why he was cursed. And that's why Ham, or the Africans who are Ham is the progenitor of, is the way they is now. They was cursed forever. You know what I'm saying? Because instead of understanding that his father is in a lower state, that maybe I should come from my father, maybe I shouldn't look upon his nakedness and laugh at him. I'm gonna make fun of him. I'm gonna take advantage of his situation and get a good laugh at it. You know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't even have to be spoke about incest, but people, if they was doing it back then, that means they was doing that, I'm saying they doing it now.
Right.
That's the only reason why the laws was written, is because people were doing it. Either people were doing it or the Lord wanted us to, refrain from doing it. Now you could just imagine what they was doing back then. You know what I'm saying? Lot and his 2 daughters. You know what I'm saying? After Lot left Sodom and Gomorrah, the Lord told his wife, don't turn back. Don't look at Sodom and Gomorrah. Don't look at what you once had. Turn from that completely and don't look back. But she disobeyed. She looked back, and the Lord turned into a pillar of salt right where she stood. Now after that, the Lot's daughters were wicked and evil for what they did.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Disgusting. They said, let's get our father drunk with wine and sleep with him so we can continue his name. That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
So they decided to get their father drunk, and they took advantage of their father. And that's where you get the Moabites from, and the Ammonites, right? The Chinese and the Japanese. That's where they come from. You know what I'm saying? And you could just look at their face. When you study their facial features and their genetics, they look inbred, because literally they are. From the start of their race was inbred. The 2 daughters slept with their father, and that's where you get the Chinese and the Japanese and every other Asian race that follows after that. You know what I'm saying? So this right here, come on, Israel, we should know better than this. We should refrain from this type of stuff, because then you get products like that. You know what I'm saying? So like that's my point.
No, Isupk. No, again, of course, excellent points. Yes. One thing I wanted to highlight real quick before we continue, what you said, like, the laws, like these laws are written for a reason. They're written. If you're ever wondering, like you would think, okay, that's common sense. Like, don't sleep with your sister, right? So, like, to us, it's like, well, duh. But sadly, the reason why these laws were written is because this was being done. Remember, the world wicked now, don't get me wrong, but at that time, in the time of Noah, the earth was so wicked. The Lord, not only it says that he repented making us, he actually went through with it. Like, he was going to off everybody. He found Noah, and he got who he deemed surrounding family that was, I guess, good enough that he can, continue their legacy. Everybody else died.
Right.
Like, and not just them, like the animals, like he only saved a certain amount of animals. All the other animals died. The Lord was that disgusted about what was going on. He said, "No, I got to hit a reset, but this is just too much." So we in today, you see how bad it is now. You could only imagine how bad it was back then. Salakia. That's all I got. You good to continue whenever you're ready.
Come on, the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 18 in the Hebrew. Wa'asha all akatha la'a taqwa taqwak lataza rara laga lawath ira watha ila aliyaha bath baka yaya. Verse 19, wa'al asha banadath tama'a thaha la'a thaqwa rabah laga lawa ira thawa. Verse 20, wa'ala, it's like a wa'al ashath, it's like a ashath, I'm ya thara la'a thatha na. It's like Shaka Bathara Lazara'ai Latama'a Baha, verse 21, Wamaza Ra'ira la'a thatha na laha aiba yara lama la it's like a lama lora. It's like yeah. Wala Taha, sorry, Taka la Sham la, it's like Allah Ha Yara Anya Yahweh, verse 22. Wa'atha na, it's like a Zakar La'a Tasha Kab Masha Kabya Asha. It's like Tawa Ai Baha Hawa'a, verse 23. Wabakal Baha, it's like Bahama La'a Na Waka, it's like a Shaka Bathar Latama'a Baha Wahasha La'a Tha'imar, it's like a Tha'imad Lasanya Bahama Lara. It's like a Lara ba Iha Laba Ra'aya. It's like a Laba Ra Iha. It's like a Taba La Hawa'a, verse 24. That's the last verse.
20, so you're 17, 18, 24. God.
Okay, 24.
All right, most high in Christ. All right. Real quick, before you continue, because I know we brought it up a lot. You brought it up just now, and it's again excellent point. Again, going back to the why certain laws put in place. You brought up Sodom and Gomorrah when we already know about Lot's wife. She looked back and she wasn't supposed to. She was turned into a pillar of salt. One detail that I think doesn't get highlighted the most is the one that you brought up was when sadly his daughters took advantage of him. And,
right.
I'm gonna call it sexual assault. It's pretty much what it is.
Correct.
Yeah, it's again incest. And we say that Ammon and Moab come from that lineage, right? Those would be the so-called. When we say Chinese, we don't mean specifically just China. We mean most people who are of Asian descent and Japanese as well, Korean, so on and so forth, right? And the reason why, again, just to show, there was a study, and it says that. I just had it, Salakia. Okay, it says that people who are of Asian descent or the Asian community have a higher rate of autism. So just in case you thought them crazy Hebrew Israelites just making up stuff. No, that's actually like a study. You can look into it more. But I'm not trying to be funny. I'll say this. Them Asians, they can build some stuff. Don't get me wrong. They're smart in that area, but when it comes to social awareness and social interactions, you really got to look at them like, what? Like, who even thinks of something? But that's why, though. Again, certain laws put in place for a reason. That's all. I just wanted to bring that out just to back that up with some facts, because I know some people might question, well, is that true? It's true. So that's all I got.
So if I may, like you're saying, their socializing skills is horrible. It's, you know what I'm saying? And their rate to learn a new language, they may be smart over there in their country, and they come over here and they fool us that they're smart, but when they come to actually being social and being able to talk to people and being able to get along with people, that's why they be getting so mad at the nail salons. That's why they be trying to rush you when you're trying to get your food.
Yeah, they don't know how to talk to you.
They don't know how to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just a language barrier. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's they process they could be book smart. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But they're not people smart. Yeah, that's where that affects them, and it's all the evidence is pointing to the origin of their people. You know what I'm saying? So like you're saying, they be like, oh, you crazy BHIs. You BHIs, they like to say.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
You BHIs. Yeah. Y'all just crazy. Y'all just making fun of people. No, these are facts. These are not our words. Yeah. This is the Bible. This is the Lord speaking. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to bring that up. You 12. To 24, right?
18 to 24. Got it.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 18, in the English. Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord. Mm-hmm. It's verse 17, right?
You already read 17.
It's not in English.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't. Oh, this is 19. I'm sure. My bad.
Oh no, it's what? It should be 18. 18 and 18.
Okay. The book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 18. Neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister to vex her, to uncover her nakedness, beside the other in her lifetime.
Okay, I want to break this down real quick. Okay, so what this means is, for brothers, right? You know, you can have multiple wives. Obviously, there's always rules to things, right? You cannot obviously wife up heathen women. All right. I pray you understand you cannot wipe up your biological sister. I hope you understand that. I hope you understand that. But what this is talking about right here, it says, neither shalt thou take a wife to her sister, meaning you got a rib. You do not wife up her sister, her biological sister.
Right.
And one of the reasons why, it says right here, to vex her. Okay, I'm going to give it to you like this. We're just going to be straight up. I know that I'm going to say most women do not like the idea of their man having another woman. It's in our culture. It is what it is, though. But there's something different when a brother has two wives and they are actual sisters.
Right.
It causes like unnecessary competition. If you don't believe me, we can actually date this back to Jacob, Rachel and Leah, right? Now, yes, the 12 tribes did come from this, and obviously the handmaids as well. But the Lord didn't want this to continue to be a thing because he saw what was happening. Remember, Leah was not loved like that. Like he really wanted Rachel. He ended up getting Leah first, but he really wanted Rachel. Once he got Rachel, he only wanted Rachel. He was only having sex with Rachel more, to the point where Leah kind of got kicked to the side. So for time's sake, remember what the Lord did? He closed up Rachel's womb and only made Leah able to bear children. So now it's like if you want your legacy to continue, you're gonna have sex with your other wife, right? And then of course Rachel was able to have children later on and stuff. But then remember, Rachel and Leah were like competing with each other. They were like trying to get the mandrakes and like trying to set up certain ways for like they were competing. And the Lord did not like that. He didn't like that. You know, these are sisters, and it's causing like strife between the women. So when it says to vex her, you don't do that. Like in case anybody wants to know, you do not do that anymore. Yes, it did happen with Jacob, but we do not do that anymore. You're not allowed to wife up your wife's sister because it causes issues. Salakia, you got anything before we continue?
No, sir.
All right, we can go ahead.
Verse 19. Also, thou shalt not approach unto a woman to uncover her nakedness, as long as she have put apart for her uncleanness. Verse 20. Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally with thy neighbor's wife to defile thyself with her.
It's pretty simple.
Verse 21. And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire of Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as a womankind. It is an abomination.
I think we've all heard this one. Again, pretty self-explanatory.
Right.
I hope the video doesn't get flagged, but I'm going to say homosexuality is against the Lord. Sorry for anybody who is appropriating that lifestyle. You know, you wanted to take something that was really for the Lord, the rainbow, and you made it into something completely different, and now it's frowned upon. If you believe in the Bible, if you believe in God, if you say that you serve God, okay, that means you cannot condone this behavior. And just real quick, the Lord is pro-life. You know what I'm saying? He's pro-life. He wants you to live. Us as the human race, we cannot live if there is man on man and woman on woman. Because they can make up whatever little mental gymnastics they want to perform in their head to make you think that, oh yeah, man could be a woman. Like I've heard it all. There's been dudes on the internet saying that they are able to have a period. I don't know how that's even possible. I've seen stuff where like they try to make believe have a baby, and then like the women want to like chop off their breasts, and you want to be a man. It's unnatural. It's unnatural, right? And that is not pro-life. You start doing these things. Let's be real. We have common sense. It takes a man and a woman to have a child. Man on man does not create child. Woman on woman does not create child.
Right.
So if you decide to follow what they believe in, if all the men on the planet decided that they wanted to be a homosexual, guess what? We would all die. Everybody would die. The human race would cease to exist. Everybody would die. Same thing if it was just woman on woman and they didn't sleep with no men, everybody died. So the Lord don't want that, obviously. He made man and woman for a reason. Like, I'll give it to you like this too. it don't matter if you chop your balls off. Okay, you're still a dude. I mean, you're neutered now, but you're still a dude. And I'll give it to you like this: y'all ever have dogs? I'm pretty sure everybody at some point like has had a dog. Some dogs get neutered.
Right.
Me personally, I couldn't bring it to myself. I didn't neuter my dog when I had a dog. But guess what? You got a male dog. Neutered. Is he not a male dog anymore? Can't reproduce, but is he not a male dog? He's still a male dog. Same thing for a female dog. Dogs get called male and female. Damn near every living being on the planet, male and female. I'm just bringing that out there. And I know some people are gonna try to be like, oh, well, you know, frogs can change their gender. You're not a frog. Frogs do that. For those of y'all who don't know, there are some frogs that can like change their gender in a population where if there's too many males or too many females. Yeah, they can do that. We're not frogs. We're not amphibians. We don't do that. If you born a dude, you're a dude. You're to do dude stuff. If you are a woman, you are a woman. That's it.
Right.
Plain and simple, right? And what's this say?
Can't change your chromosome.
Can't. No, for real. No, you have the water. You can't change your chromosome. Either you got XX or XY. That's it. All right. That's some strong mental. Yeah, some mental illness. Like, you got anything before we continue?
Lots from 12.
Who we at?
Verse 23.
23.
Come. Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast to lie down before thereto. It is confusion.
You want to explain that to them?
I shouldn't have to. I should not have to explain this to y'all. But I mean, if it was written, it was being done. You're not sleeping with no dogs. You're not sleeping with no horse. You're not sticking around in no animal. You know what I'm saying? It's confusion. Not only is it confusion because you're confusing that for, you know what I'm saying, you comparing that to the, you know what I'm saying, the tail of a woman. You know what I'm saying? You tripping. Not only is that confusion, that's disgusting. That is nasty.
Yeah, it is extremely
Ain't that where eggs come from? Them trying to stick their eyes in monkeys and stuff like that?
That's like the
story.
That's the story.
I believe it.
I believe it though. Like I'll put it like this. I don't know if it's been fully proven, but I wouldn't be shocked.
I'd be like, yeah.
Like that's crazy. And like you said, like the reason why these laws were put here, it was being done. Like, oh God. Okay, so how do I say this? I'll say this. When I was in school, it's a lot like we had a lot of people. We had white people, black people, Hispanics, Asians, yeah, East Indians, yeah, everybody up in there, right? And I remember I heard a story about some girl who got it popping with her dog.
Yes.
I thought like, right, no way. Like that's crazy. No one does that, right? No,
they do that.
It was true. And that's when I learned that there are certain Edomite women who will, you know, I was thoroughly shocked. I also learned, I don't know. Okay, so anybody, you could actually look it up online. I went to Italy and France at one point, and I remember they had like, you ever see like those Greek statues? It's like certain statues. When you really look at it, you got to take it for what it is. First of all, a lot of them are naked, like genitalia all out, boobs out, rod out, all that stuff, right? That's the first thing. But then I used to remember I would see certain statues and it'll be like, again, nudity, but then there'll be like an animal. I didn't comprehend what it was. I'm thinking, okay, decoration, whatever. I ended up finding out later, like through studying, they were sleeping with animals. Like that was like a part of like their custom. Even like you go like certain mythologies, like you know what I'm talking about, like like Greek mythology and stuff like that. It'd be like Zeus come down and slept with a horse, and then now you got half horseman. Like it's stuff like that, but that is a part of who they are. They do stuff like that. So again, and I'm pretty sure it's not just white people. I'm pretty sure there's other people out there that do that weird stuff. But again, these were written because it was happening. Sadly, somewhere around here, somebody's doing that.
Right.
So, like the brother said, I would pray that we don't have to explain to you that you shouldn't be sleeping with your dog. But it's here, so we'll just say it. That's all I got.
Like, if I may,
go ahead.
I don't really hear too much about Israel doing this. This is the one law y'all want to keep. You know what I'm saying? This is the one thing y'all want to follow. Try and follow all the other ones. Does the law have to be this nasty for y'all to follow it? Does the law have to tell you not to sleep with your dog to follow it? I don't really hear too much about Israel sleeping with their dogs or bending over in front of a horse or this, that, and the third. I hear a lot about Edomites doing it. Or I hear a lot about East Indians sticking their rod in donkeys and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? The law don't have to be this disgusting for y'all to follow it. Follow all these laws, man. Don't just be like, oh, that's nasty and this, that, and the third. This should be just as nasty as putting swine in your mouth.
Absolutely.
This should be just as nasty as putting a blunt to your lips. You know what I'm saying? It's later in the Bible. It says each sin is counted the same.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You break the least sin, you committed the greatest sin.
Mm-hmm.
This should be just as gross as putting swine in you, or putting a blunt to you, or eating some tuna, this, that, and the third.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be all in the comments. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, so was putting a blunt to your lips.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or sleeping with someone outside of our race.
Yep.
This should be just as gross as sleeping with a white man. You a sister. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, that's
absolutely. All sin is sin. Like,
right.
I know we think carnally. We think like, when we think sin, we think like the outlandish stuff like this. Like, this is like, oh my gosh. Like, it's like our brains can't even comprehend it. But
Right.
like the brother just brought out, the way you feel so strongly about this particular law, you should feel like this about all the laws.
Right.
You shouldn't be sleeping with somebody of another race. You shouldn't be eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You shouldn't be celebrating Halloween.
Right.
Or Thanksgiving. You shouldn't be getting tattoos. You shouldn't be like, have that feeling you got right now, have that for all sin. Yeah, I hope you understand. That's all I got. We can finish up 24.
Come on, verse 24. Defile not ye yourselves in any of these things, for in all these nations are defiled which I cast out before you.
Mm-hmm. Pretty self-explanatory. So now you can go 6. Okay, so 25 to Leviticus 19 and 2.
Come on. The book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 25 in the Hebrew. Watha tama'ah. So like it. Watha tama'ah ha'ai ratazah. Wa'a pukwar. It's like wa'a pukwad. Iwa na. Ila al yaha. Watha kwa'a. Ha'a ratazah. Yashabya, verse 26. Washama Rathum, Athum, Ath, Kwatha, Kwatya, Wa'ath, Masha Pataya, Masha Patya, Wala'a, Ta'ai Shwa, Makah Hama, it's like a Hatha Wa'ai Bath it's like a Ha'a Za Raka Waha Gara, it's like Hagar Ka, it's like a Baka, it's like a Ba Tha Kakam, verse 27, Kaya Ah Call Hatha wa Ibath Ha'al Aishwa Ana it's like Ana Shia Ha'a Wataza, it's like a Ha'a Rataza Ashar La Punya Kum, so like a Watata, it's like a Wata Tama'a Ha'a Rataza, verse 28. Wala Thakwa Ya'a Ha'a Rataza Atha Kama Batama it's like a Batama Akam, Atha Ka'a Shar it's like a Kwa'a Ath Haga Waya Ashar La Punyakam, verse 29, Kaya Call Ashar Ya'isha Ma, it's like a Makah, it's like a Makah Hatha Wa Bayath, it's like a Bawath Hama, it's like a Ha'a Laha Wana Ka Rathawa Hana pa shayath. It's like hana pa shayath ha'aisha makwa rab it's like imam verse 30. Washama ratham it's like mashama rathya laba lathya Aisha wath haka it's like maka makwa it's like maka kwawath hatha wa I bath ashar na aishwa lapanyakam wala'a thatama awa batha it's like bahama anya Yahweh Allah ha yakam. The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 1. It's like Waya the bar Yahweh all Masa la Amar, verse 2. It's like a dabar all call Idath. It's like Idatha Banya Yashra Allah. It's like Wa'ama Wrath Allah Alahum Kwala. It's like a Kwadayash. It's like to what verse? 8:25 to
25 to 19 and 2.
Okay, come on. That was it.
Okay, Most High in Christ.
That's like it. So like I got one more. I got one.
Oh, go ahead.
Kwadashiyam Taha Yawa Kaya Kwada ya. So like Kwada Wash. So like Kwada Yawash Anya Yahweh Allah Ha Yakam.
All right, Most High in Christ. All right, so we go to the book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 25.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 25 in the English. And the land is defiled thereof. I do visit the iniquity thereof upon it. And the land itself vomiteth out her inhabitants. Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, and shall not commit any of these abominations. Neither any of these, so like any of your own nation, nor any stranger that sojourneth among you. Verse 27, for all these abominations have the men of the land done, which were before you, and the land is defiled. That the land spew not out you also when ye defile it, it is spewed out the nations that were before you. It's like, if I may, go ahead. Verse 27, it just proved what we were saying right there, that what it was written because people was doing it. The Lord is now warning you, giving you these laws, and when you go to the land, when y'all make it to the land, y'all not going to be doing this because people before y'all was doing it. It's like that's it. No, that's an excellent point. Verse 29, for whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, even the souls that committed them shall be cut off from among their people. If I could real quick, right? Again, like we said earlier, and paraphrasing, it's in the Bible, like, all sin is sin. Sin is sin. Doesn't matter what the sin is sin. It says right here, for whosoever shall commit any of these abominations, any of them, right? We only read like a few. We're talking about like the super crazy stuff, right? Right. But again, right there, that mindset, they all super crazy. The way y'all got disgusted when y'all found out that there were people that were sleeping with animals, sleeping with their sister, their brother, the homosexuality, all like the wild things, right? They all wild. That same feeling you got to have that with everything. And I know for us, like we think carnally, we think sin is like, oh, murder. No, sin is also you eating pork. You know that piece of candy got pork gelatin in it. What's the Haribo gummy bears? Yeah, come on. Guess what? If you knowingly eat that gummy bear, you are just as in the wrong as somebody who just had sex with a goat. That sounds crazy, right? But it's the truth. So you got to have that mindset with everything. Be disgusted with sin overall, because all sin is considered sin. So right. You got anything? Lost, sir. All right, we can continue. Verse 30, therefore shall ye keep mine ordinance, that ye commit not any one of these abominable customs, which were committed before you, and that ye defile not yourselves therein. I am the Lord your God. Verse 19. So like if I may touch on that last verse right there. Now the Lord is saying that don't do none of these things, not only to shame my name, but not to defile you. How in the hell are you supposed to be the Lord's chosen people if you're out there opening your legs for animals? what I'm saying? How are you supposed to be the Lord's chosen people? How are people supposed to look at you and be like, dang, look at this wise and understanding people, this wise and understanding nation? If you sticking your rod in the goat, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
It just don't go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? You can't serve two masters. You can't be a disgusting bastard and serve the Lord. You know what I'm saying? So that's don't only shame the Lord, but don't defile yourself. Our sisters, it says a prophecy that our sisters won't even touch the ground without rose petals being under their feet.
That's,
you know what I'm saying?
Man, that's royalty, man. Like,
Royalty. That's who he is. You know what I'm saying? We kings and priests and princesses of a power. You know what I'm saying? And we are not supposed to be this disgusting people that the white man sees us as. You know what I'm saying? If we was only following these law, statutes, commandments, we would not be looked at like that. We would not be defiling ourselves with the things of this world. You know what I'm saying? It's like it.
No, so if I could real quick, I just want to get a quick precept. Can you give me Ephesians 5:5? Come show. Just to like really like I want y'all to really understand like what we're bringing out. Like all these things, like again, sadly, people were doing this beforehand. We don't want nothing to do with this. Like we are considered, like he said earlier, kings, priests, and princesses of the power, right? We're supposed to be a holy people, sacred people, better than everybody else. We're supposed to be above all that. How can we? It's like, okay, there was a saying that I heard. It was actually like in school, and pretty much they said like, how can, I forgot what I was watching, but I'll just give it to you like this. They said, how can you be a king when you entertaining everybody? You're nothing but a jester. That's all you are. Like you want to entertain people. You want to tap dance and be amongst what everybody else is doing. You're supposed to be up here. But how you expect to be up here when you're behaving like this?
Right.
If I could, Ephesians 5:5.
Come on. The book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 5. For this ye know that no whoremonger, nor unclean person, nor covetous man who is an idolater hath any inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and of God.
Hath any inheritance in the kingdom of Christ and of God. Meaning, if you are doing any of these things, we just read it. You getting cut off. Like if you don't participate, not participate. If you don't follow the law, you're getting cut off. This is point blank, period. That's what I want y'all to understand, because there's plenty of people running around like, I'm an Israelite, I'm from the tribe, but that don't mean shit. Slack you. You can sit here and be a descendant, like, okay, you got the blood birthright. Okay, that's cool. What are you doing though? Because if you're still doing all that other stuff, you ain't getting a kingdom. Because why would you deserve the kingdom? Well, because you the tribe of Judah, you the tribe of Benjamin, you tribe of Issachar, I'm one of the 12 tribes, so I automatically am able to get it. No, that's why. That's how we lost everything to begin with. We thought, some God's chosen people. I can't do no wrong. I can do whatever. We got cocky and we started to do whatever the hell we wanted to do,
right. And
we lost everything.
Right.
You cannot inherit the kingdom if you are not willing to put in the work. I promise you. We just had not the Feast of Tabernacles. Before that, the Day of Atonement. The Day of Atonement, it clearly states that if you do not participate in the Day of Atonement, mind you, able-bodied, you're getting cut off.
Right.
Like, I want you to think, like, you think it's sweet now because the Lord, he ain't kill you yet. Christ ain't here yet. Not yet, right? So you think, oh, it's all right. Not a big deal. Watch. It's going to happen. Everything that the UPK has prophesied has come true over and over and over again. But I get it. Some of y'all still don't want to listen. Like, Christ got to physically be in front of you for you to finally, like, oh my gosh. And even then, some of y'all still ain't going to accept it. Yeah, they still ain't going to accept it. You still ain't going to listen. That's cool. This is your warning now. Get right while you can, because there will be a time, I'm telling you, we're not going to have this grace period anymore.
Right.
There ain't going to be, we said it before, there's going to be a time you ain't going to be able to find us. We ain't going to be having class like this no more, because we're going to be in war. All right. It's already hard to find us now, because y'all see what's going on in what they call Israel now, with the Israelis and the Jewish people and Donald Trump and everybody. Like, y'all see what's going on with the powers of the world now. It's hard to find us now. You got to find us, because it's just getting so crazy. But we warned you.
Right.
We didn't make this up. It's in the Bible. We told you what was going to happen.
Right.
So, with that being said, if you want that kingdom, if you really want kingdom, you got to work for it. Just like anything else. You want that job, got to work for it. You want your body to look a certain way, you got to work for it. You want to make a certain weight for something? Okay, you got to work for it. You want that degree? You got to work for it. Anything you want that woman? You got to work for it. You got to pay that dowry. You got to show that you are honorable enough to have that woman. right? Just like anything else. Salaki, that's all I got. Just you being a child of God ain't good enough.
Right. Those were all Israel, aren't all Israel.
For real.
Like,
y'all remember it was them Pharisees and Sadducees that killed Christ. Those were Israelites. Those were our people. Judas, he betrayed Christ. Crazy Christ through. He knew what was going to happen. Guess what? He was a brother. You know what I'm saying? I forgot to say it's betrayal never comes from an enemy. You understand that, right? Betrayal never comes from an enemy. It always comes from somebody that's close to you. Do with that what you will. Salakia. You got anything else?
lots, sir.
We can go back. Yeah, 1901. Come on.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, and say unto them, Ye shall be holy, for I, the Lord God, for I, the Lord your God, am holy.
Mm-hmm. All right, so 3 to 9.
Come on. The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 3. In the Hebrew, Ayash Amawa Wa'a Bayawa Thayara Awa Wa'atha Shaba Thathaya Thasha Ma Rawa Anya Yahweh Allah Hayakam. Verse 4. All Hakwa, Hapanawa, all Hapanawa, all Ha'a la Yalam, Wa'a ya, it's like a Wa'a la Haya, Mata ka ha, all, it's like a La'a, Tha'ai Shua, Laka Lakam, Anya Yahweh Allah Hayakam. It's like verse 5. Waya, it's like a Wakaya, Haza, it's like a Thaza ba Kawa, Zabak, it's like Zabak, Allah, it's like a Shala, Shalom Yum, La Yahweh, La Rataza na Kam, Thaza ba, it's like a Baka Hawa, verse 6, Baya Wama, Zaba Kam, it's like a Zabak Hama, Ya Akal, Yama Wama Maka Rath Wahana Wathara Ida, it's like I Yawama Ha Shala Ya Shaya Ba'ash Yasharapa, verse 7. Verse 7, Wa'ama, it's like Wa'ama, Ha'akal, La'akal, Bayawam, Hasha La Yashaya, Pagawala, Pagawala, Hawa'a, La'a, Yaratazaha, verse 8. It's like set to 9, right?
To 9.
Come, verse 8. Wa'akal Yawa, I wa, it's like I wa Nawa, Yasha'a, Kaya, Quada, it's like a Quadash, Yahweh, Allah, it's like a Kalala, it's like a Kala, Wanaka Wathaha, Hanapash, Ha Wa'a, Ma'ai Ma Yaha. And then read verse 9 as well. So like,
verse 9, that'll be it.
Come Kaslaki. Waba Quataza Rakam, Quataza Yar, Ara Taza Kam, La'a, so like a Thaka, Laha, Pa'at, so like a Pa'ath, Shadar, Laquatazar, Wala Quataza, it's like a Quataza Yar, it's like a Quatazar Yun, Quatazar Yaryan. So like La'a Thala Quat. Fuck, that's it.
All right, most high in Christ. All right, so we'll go Leviticus chapter 19, verse 3.
The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 3. Ye shall fear every man, his mother, and his father, and keep my Sabbaths. I am the Lord your God.
Okay, if I could real quick. When it says ye shall fear every man, his mother, and his father, that doesn't mean like you fear man. Okay, y'all have heard that before. Like the Lord doesn't want you to fear man in the sense like don't fear your oppressor. Don't fear man carnally. Fear man carnally, because once you start to fear man carnally, you're gonna fear him more than the Lord.
Right.
You're gonna be more open to doing what he wants you to do rather than what the Lord wants you to do. When it says you shall fear every man his mother and his father, that's more of a respect thing. That's
Right.
more saying like respect your mother and your father. That's what that is. Don't take it into that context, if that makes sense. And of course, keep my Sabbaths, which, obviously keeping the Sabbath. That's all I got on that.
Come on, like if I may.
But
you only fear people or you only lie to people you scared of. You know what I'm saying? You only lie to people you fear. You don't got to lie to no man. What can a man do to you? You know what I'm saying? You can't fear nothing that a man can do to you, especially the white man. Mm-hmm. The scripture says, don't fear that who can only harm your body. So like you paraphrasing. But fear him who can hurt your body and your soul in hell, which is the Lord. You should only have true fear of the Lord and his judgments. And with that fear, you will be a perfect servant. You know what I'm saying? You will serve him perfectly because you're so scared of his judgments and what he's going to do to you. Mm-hmm. But everything a man could do to you, you shouldn't be scared. I'm not saying don't go break the law because you're not scared of going to jail.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm saying you should fear the Lord because you don't want him to cut you off. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You so hungry on the day of atonement, but you scared that the Lord is going to cut your soul off from amongst your people. You ain't going to eat. You're going to suffer. You know what I'm saying? You so scared that you got these workers that work for you and they Israelites on the Sabbath day. You backed on shipping or you back on whatever. Hey, I'm gonna suffer. You know what I'm saying? When we get back, because I fear the Lord and I fear his judgments, I ain't even gonna do it, man. I'm gonna follow his law. Fear makes you a perfect servant of the Lord. If you truly fear the Lord, you will serve him perfectly. Trust and believe.
Mm-hmm. No, you too wild. We can continue.
Verse 4: Turn ye not unto idols, nor make to yourselves molten gods. I am the Lord your God.
All right, we've heard this before, paraphrasing, thou shalt not serve any other gods before me. We've heard this a lot. So idols, turn you not unto idols. That could be a lot of things. That could be like there's some people they're really obsessed with celebrities. Like they are willing to commit like straight up sins. Like like that Chris Brown concert. There were women up there talking about like I left my boyfriend for this, and I'm just like, what the hell? Like that's crazy. Like you willing to throw away your relationship and risk it
for 2 hours of music.
For 2 hours of music, or the off chance that he might sleep with you. Hey, look, Chris Brown ain't about to lift you up. Like I'm just being real with you, but it sounds silly, but sadly, there's a lot of us out here today. I'm gonna say more so the celebrities idolize them. I'm talking about like starting like whole cults after them. Like what's the one?
Charles Manson. He wasn't even a celebrity. He was a murderer. And they
talking about
Charles Manson. They started a cult and they was super fans of him. It's like,
and you can't say nothing about him. You can't say nothing about okay. Again, I'm saying this because this really happens. Y'all heard of Beehive, Beyonce? Like you can't say nothing about her,
bruh.
This is a human person. This is a woman, and you can't say nothing about her because, like, when I say like they really go crazy, people will dox your information, cyberbullying, like trying to make people commit suicide, all types of stuff. I was watching it was this reality dating show with my rib. It's called Love Island, and watching it. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I watched it, right?
I'm not watching it.
I'm watching it because I like to psychologically evaluate people and stuff, and I'm watching it. And what really like got me was the way people like it really is like they worship them. They really, really worship them. There was one in particular, I think she's like Middle Eastern or something. You couldn't say nothing about this woman. When I say they will dox your information, they will harass you. It got to a point where the fans, I guess after the season was over, they would try to find like the other, as you call it, like cast members, I guess. And if the girl that they didn't like them. They would harass them, like publicly harass them. Like some of them had to get security, and I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like y'all really worship these people? Like these are just regular people. They're just on TV, like doing crazy stuff. That's all it is. But you really, like, I know it sounds wild because, well, I mean, obviously we don't think like this, but there are people who really worship other people that are just like them, to the point that they will commit sin, they will lie, they will cheat, they will steal, they will bully people into suicide. I'm saying that for a reason, because it's happened. That happens a lot more frequently than what you think.
Multiple times, bro.
I don't like this person because you said this about them, and then you just ruined their life. They done killed themselves. Come on, that's crazy. Like that's really crazy. Like, but that's right here. Turn ye not unto idols. Don't do that, mess, man. That's crazy. You have a mental illness. Something's wrong with you. I think they call it parasocial or something like that. It's crazy. Or nor make to yourselves molten gods. Again, don't worship no statue. Statue can't save you. All right, you don't do that. All right, and real quick, because people always try to misconstrue this. Okay, graven image and worshiping like a molten god, or like, I guess you could say a statue, right? I'm not worried right now. Okay, so let's say I got Nikes on. The symbol for Nike actually is modeled after like some Greek god called Nike, or goddess called Nike, right? Are you in sin because you're wearing Nikes? No. Why? It's a Greek god, right? You're not worshiping no damn Greek god. They're just shoes. I was like, damn. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got a Nike tag at home. Like, it look cool. But we don't worship Nike, right? There are people, they get misconstrued. They think like, oh, like you can't have that because you're worshiping it. Now, if you got a Nike tag in front of you and you on your knees bowing to it, talking about I worship Nike, you got a problem. That's it. But if you're just wearing a Nike tag, like nobody cares. And the reason why I say this is because obviously you see like Dawada, right? Do we worship the symbol, right? Do we worship the Dawada? No. It's literally decoration. And it's literally an invert of King David's name, which means beloved or beloved. And it's literally just the two triangles that are inverted because that's the ancient Hebrew. That's all it is. It's a signet. That's all it is. You don't worship it. Same thing like, okay, what's the symbol for Judah? It's the lion, right? Are you worshiping lions? No. If you have a lion on your shirt, are you in sin? No. I got a wolf on my back for the tribe of Benjamin. Do I worship wolves? No. You're not in sin. Now, if you out here having a statue of a wolf or a lion and you're making sacrifices to it and you praying to it and doing all that, now you're in sin. Just so everybody has an understanding of what that is, right? You got anything about
come across like it? So many times over and over again, it just proves that the Bible is speaking about Israel. Not only because of some actions or some characteristics that describe us, not only the curses, but our hard-headedness. It says, turn ye not unto idols, nor make unto yourselves molten gods. I'm the Lord your God. What do we do in the wilderness? We gathered all the gold, made a molten calf, and we started worshiping it. This is how you know the Bible is talking about Israel. It cuts it plain and simple, straight in your face, and we still do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? It was written because he was doing it. It tells you not to do it, guess what? You don't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's just us. That's just Israel. We're so hard-headed. We're being told, we be on a Hollywood strip telling you, you're perfect. You know what I'm saying? You got the chance to be perfect. Black, Native, Hispanic man. You're the best man ever walked the planet. You better than every white man on this planet. I'm good. I'm smoke my weed. I'm gonna be a drunk. I'm gonna be my girlfriend. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm not gonna put away all the things to be the best. That's just us. We're so hard-headed and we're so confused and so indoctrinated that we don't even it's right in our face and we just can't seem to get it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna tell your son, don't go to school and act up. I'm going to whoop you. Your son go to school, act up. Then he'd be like, so surprised when where the bill at? I told you I was gonna do it. I told you you're gonna go to school, act up. I'm going to whoop you. Now you're surprised. That's Israel. You know what I'm saying? We're hard-headed, stiff-necked people. That's what we are. It's just us. You know what I'm saying? But Lord alive, we get it. You know what I'm saying? We get it. We understand. We come back to these law, statutes, commandments so Christ can return and we can be the kings and priests and princes that we are.
Right. So Most High in Christ. The sister said, act over these celebrities and they won't even shake your hand, but you help them get rich. No,
Right.
absolutely. No, like for real. Like, and we can go beyond even just like the celebrities, right? Like, I'll talk about Donald Trump. The fact that we had a group called Latinos for Trump.
Oh my gosh.
Like, you got black people at the Make America Great Again events or rallies. Are you slow? Like, but again, idol worship. Some of our people, Salaki, that's like the extreme one. You so far gone. You looking at, and here's the thing about Trump. He don't even try to hide it. Like, he's a devil. Like, he is a devil. Like, he don't even try to hide what he is. He shows you what he is. And you mean to tell me we got brothers and sisters from tribes talking about we love Trump. What? You that far gone? You want to be, you think you want it. You think if you side with the enemy that they ain't gonna do nothing to you. I'm sorry. Like, them videos, it was one in particular. It was I want to say it was a Hispanic sister, an older Hispanic sister. And she, was like arms up, like,
we love
Trump.
Mr. Trump.
We love Trump. And then she was, like you said, so hurt when she realized that exactly what he said he was going to do. Like you said, like, you tell your daughter or your son, like, don't be acting up in school. You're going to get a whooping when you get back home. They still do it, right? And then they be, I don't understand. We just told you what we're going to do if you act up, right? Trump has said at this point thousands of times, he don't like Hispanics. He don't like Latinos. This is the same man that was trying to build a wall. He told you that he's going to start deporting people. He told you what was going to happen. But you thought, I'm one of the good ones. I'm going to side with him. Then you vote for him. And then guess what happened? He did exactly what he said he was going to do. That's why he got ICE running around all these places, snatching people from their freaking jobs, deporting them on the spot. I'm finding out that it was one dude, I think it was a Hispanic brother. He didn't even deport him. I think it's from, he was Salvadorian. He didn't deport him to El Salvador. He deported him like somewhere in Africa. So I'm like, so y'all just shipping people wherever the hell you want now. And people are so, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. He told you what was going to happen. But you were so blinded by your idol worship. I don't know why the hell you worship Donald Trump, but hey, something in your brain told you to do that. And look what happened to you. Now there are people that look like you, friends and family members, that are getting deported. Or getting beaten, pepper sprayed, beat in the middle of the street. Like, come on, man. But again, like you said, we are a very stiff. It's in the Bible. We are stiff-necked. The Lord called us stiff-necked. We're hard-headed. Very, very hard-headed. And a hard head makes for a soft bottom. I'm pretty sure y'all heard it before. There's a reason why we act where we act now. There's a reason why me and the brother right here and every other brother in the school right now, we are having these classes and we're trying to teach you these things because we got to get out of that, man.
Right.
We got to get back because we're as a nation, we're so far gone. It's not even funny. It's ridiculous, man. It really is a mental illness. I'm gonna be honest with you. Salaki, that's all I got.
I used to hate hearing that.
What?
Our head making something bad.
Yeah, bro.
I'm like, bro.
I hate it. I hate it. I still hate that saying, but like,
it's just true.
It's true.
And they don't just go for kids; they go for grown men and women alike. Like,
yep.
It's like it.
No, you too well.
Verse 4, right? Verse 4, also like verse 5.
Right.
And if you offer a sacrifice of peace offerings unto the Lord, you shall offer it at your own will. If you shall be eaten, so like if it shall be eaten the same day ye offer it, and on the morrow, and if it out to remain unto the third day, it shall be burnt in the fire. And if it be eaten at all on the third day, it is abominable and shall not be accepted. Verse 8, therefore everyone that eateth it shall bear his iniquity, because he hath profaned the hollow thing of the Lord, and that soul shall be cut off from among his people. And when ye reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not wholly reap the corners of thy field, neither shalt thou gather the gleanings of thy harvest.
So you go 10 to 16.
Come on. The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 10. Waka ra mayan la'a tha'ai wa la waparat kara mana la'a hala salakatha la quat la'ainya, wala gara, thai zabah, a thumb, anaya, it's like anya, Yahweh, Allah hayakam, verse 11, la'a, thaga na bawa, wala'a, thaka ka shawa, wala'a, thasha kora, it's like a thasha krawawa, ayash, ba'ai ma ya thawa, verse 12, wala'a, thasha ba'ai wa, basha maya, lasha kwara, waka la latha, sham ala hayawa, so like ala hayana, anya Yahweh, verse 13, la'a tha'ai shakwa ra'ai.
Isupk, keep it.
Come on. Verse 13, start from the top. It's like la'a tha'ai shakwa ra'ai na, it's like wala'a. It's like wala'a thaga zala la'a thala yana taya. It's like a ta'i la shaka yara. It's like athara. It's like ka rasha. It's like athar ida ba korah, verse 14, la'a thaqwa lala harasha la. It's like wala panya. I will ra la'a thatha na, verse 15, la'a tha'ai shwa I wala bama shapat la'a tasha'a panya, the la wala'a thaha dar panya gada wa bataza the qua dasha quat. What verse? 10 to what?
10 to 16. We're in Leviticus chapter 19. He's reading the Hebrew right now. So you start at 19 and 10. We're going to go over in the English. You go ahead.
I'm a Yathar, verse 16, last verse. La'a thala na. Raka, ya. Ba'ima ya na. La'a. Tha'ai mad. It's like Allah. Dama. What's like Ra'ina and Yahweh.
All right, so we start from Leviticus chapter 19, verse 10 in the English.
The book of Leviticus chapter 19, verse 10. And thou shalt not glean thy vineyard, that's like that vineyard, neither shalt thou gather every grape of thy vineyard. Thou shalt leave them for the poor and stranger. I am the Lord your God. Verse 11, ye shall not steal, neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another.
Okay, so that seems pretty, I would like to believe that that's pretty self-explanatory, right? That,
right?
You shall not steal, right? You don't steal from your brothers and your sisters, right? And I know some people might get confused with this. You don't steal at all, like at all, even if it's a heathen. You don't steal from heathens, right? You don't do any of that. Neither deal falsely, neither lie one to another. This kind of ties into you don't bear false witness, right? You don't create rumors. You don't lie on your brothers and your sisters, right? That's called sowing discord. You don't do that. Why would you not want to do that, right? You ever heard that? We all heard that game, telephone. Like you say something like, let's say I got a problem with iBot, right? But I don't go to iBot directly. And let's say I go to somebody else and I'm like, oh yeah, iBot, he was late Sabbath service, right? I ain't talked to the brother about it. That other person might hear, right? Now that person done told somebody else. And then they done told somebody else. Somehow it turns into Bob was late to Sabbath service and he got into a fight with Isupk and he crashed his car. None of that happened. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like none of that happened. But you see how it just gets blown out of proportion. You don't do that. That's why I'm paraphrasing the scriptures. It says, "Go to that brother, him and him alone. If you have any issues, right? Respectfully, like, you know, and this goes for brothers and sisters in general. It don't matter what your rank is. That's not a concern. You speak to that brother or that sister. If you need a third party, that's what we have counseling for, you know, to hash out whatever it is in a controlled environment. But one thing you don't want to do is bear false witness, deal falsely, neither lie one to another, because that creates problems. Right. You don't want that. If I could actually, Michael, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna have you read. Okay. So I'm gonna have you read Leviticus 19. We're at 11.
Come on.
So go to Leviticus chapter 19, verse 12, if you could, please.
Just like if I may, real quick.
Go ahead.
Just to touch on verse 11. When it says neither deal falsely, that's scamming. People might say scamming.
Yeah.
How is scamming a sin? I'm not really stealing from nobody. I'm just taking it from the bank. The bank is going to reimburse you. Or all I did was sell them an iPhone 10 and an iPhone 17 Pro Max box and charge them $1,100. You know what I'm saying? That's scamming. Scamming is most definitely dealing falsely. You know what I'm saying? People be scam, bro. I be seeing these scammers on the internet. I'm pretty sure you came across people on the internet scamming, like people going into people's bank accounts and stuff and stealing the money. You're like, the bank is just going to reimburse them. You're still lying. You're still dealing falsely with these people. You know what I'm saying? And it's worse. It's bad even when you do it to someone that's not our nation, but it's worse when you do it to somebody else. Because now you're lying to your brother. You're dealing falsely with your brother. You're stealing from your brother. So, like, I want to touch on that.
No, you're right. That's an excellent point. You're taking advantage of that person.
Right.
Like, let's say a brother need a car, like you trying to sell him a car, and you know damn well that car is like 5,000, like max, right? You're like, well, yeah, you know, $15,000. You know, mind you, this car is a 1999 Honda Civic. Trying to sell it with like 100,000 miles on it. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. Don't do that. That's just an ill spirit to have. You don't want that. All right. You got anything else?
Last.
All right. If you could read the book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 12. So before you read it, you just say like the chapter of what you're reading in the verse. So you pretty much just repeat that.
Yes. Leviticus 19 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall not swear by my name falsely, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord.
Okay, so with that, right? Okay, so Christians will say in a sense of like, don't use my Savior's name in vain. So what this is talking about right here, ye shall not swear by my name falsely. Y'all all heard it. You know, brothers in the world, they're like,
oh God, I'm not lying.
Yeah, but be lying. Lying. Like I swear to you, I didn't. Man, I ain't steal your shoes. They're hanging off the back right now. You know you lying.
But he's not your shoes, bro. Like I
swear these not your shoes.
Oh God, they not your shoes, bro.
But you hear that a lot. Like that's it. It kind of goes back to one of the reasons like why we don't make like physical sacrifices anymore, because we abused it.
Right.
Y'all just running around talking about, oh God, I didn't do that. Yes, you did. Which makes it worse.
Right.
Because you just lying and you trying to use the Lord's name to save your behind, right? Also, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. Okay, so, let's say you got a shirt and you should not put the Lord's name on that shirt. Now, here's why. You put the Lord's name on that shirt, right? It's a nice shirt, right? You might go out, I don't know, go out to eat. I don't know, you might go to the gym, something, right? Your shirt just got stained. And this happens. What a lot of people tend to do is you start to worship that shirt. Why? It's like, oh my gosh, some ketchup got on the Lord's name. It's a shirt. It's a shirt. Come on. It's a piece of fabric. That's all it is. But in your mind, you're starting to condition yourself like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this happened. Now, instead of worshiping the Lord, you worshiping the shirt. That's what that's talking about when it says, neither shalt thou profane the name of the Lord. Like, you don't want to just plaster his name on stuff. Like, you don't want to do that, because it starts to bring up a certain type of spirit. You're going to end up like one of them dudes that's like worshiping that damn rock out in the Middle East somewhere.
Ugh, kissing that rock that's been kissed by
millions. They worship that rock. They worship that rock. That rock can't save them. If they went to war right now, you think the Rock gonna come alive and turn into a transformer and save everybody? No, it's a rock. That's all it is.
Transformers.
That's all it is. Like, I don't know, but again, like it just breeds a certain type of spirit. You don't want to do that. So, you don't want to be saying on God or I swear to the Lord or whatever. First of all, odds are you're probably lying. Also, you don't want to use that as like a crutch,
Right?
To prove that you're telling the truth. You don't want to do that.
I don't even believe niggas that say that.
Yeah, that's how I know you lying. So
yeah, that's how I know you lying.
Like you guilty. So, I swear to you. Yeah,
you swear, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Or they be like on the dead homies, bro.
Oh my gosh, that's disrespectful too.
Disrespectful.
Like you swearing on the dead and you lying out your ass. Like you in the courtroom. Think about it.
Oh
they have you swear on the Bible that I will tell the truth and nothing but the truth. Lying.
Come on.
Am I right or am I wrong? You like, so don't do that. Salaki, that's all I got. You got anything?
You ever see that meme where it's like, when I die, my homies have every permission to lie on my name? You ever see that?
That's
crazy.
That's a wild.
Because they know niggas be doing it.
That's crazy.
Like they know that we be lying. Say, on the dead homies, bro. Oh, my brother, rest in peace, bro.
They really do be saying that.
Nigga did it. Salaki.
That's crazy. If I could you read Leviticus 19 and 13?
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning.
Okay, you can keep going.
Verse 14. Thou shalt not curse the deaf, nor put a stumbling block before the blind, but shalt fear thy God. I am the Lord.
Okay, you keep going.
Verse 15. Ye shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty. But in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor.
Okay, so now with that right there, right? This kind of goes into, it doesn't matter what your title is. You could be poor, you could be rich. Doesn't matter. Those are carnal ways of thinking. It's all about who you are as a person. Are you carrying yourself in a righteous manner? A few examples I can give you. I use this example a lot. King David. King David was a righteous man. Even his name, Awadah, means beloved or beloved, right? And one of the reasons why he was even chosen to be king is because of his character. He was a shepherd. He was the one that was tending the sheep. At that time, we were, searching for a new successor to Saul, because Saul was the king at the time, and Saul was wicked, right? And we think carnally, we think we need a big, strong brother. Like, he got like a scar on his face, from war, and he has, military experience. It's not what the Lord was looking for. He was looking for somebody who was a shepherd, who was kind, who was caring. He still go to war, but he cared about the things that he was over. That's why David was chosen. Now, because of his character, he became king.
Right.
He was blessed with, many things, but we can always take good. We can always take bad as well. One of the things that King David did, which I'm pretty sure we already know, is that he committed adultery. He slept with Bathsheba, who was married to Uriah at the time. Now, what did he do? Not only did he sleep with her, he pretty much made up a lie. He got that brother. No, actually, he wasn't a brother. Salakia. But it still doesn't matter. She was still married to another man. Got that man killed. He actually served in his army, and then married her after, because at that time he already done got her pregnant. He actually ordered the man to go sleep with her because he didn't want anybody to know like that was his child. He was gonna cover it up, and he tried to. All right. So then he ended up marrying Bathsheba after, because now she's free from the law. For anybody who doesn't know that, the only way that a woman is able to remarry is, sadly, your husband would have to pass, right? So her husband passed, died in war. She's able to remarry. She ended up marrying King David. Now, child ends up being born later. Child actually passes, right? Something else actually happens. There was the child passes, and there was actually a priest, I believe it was Nathaniel. He goes and he he didn't confront Slacky. He didn't confront King David, but he pretty much told him a story about there was a man I believe it was a kid of a goat, I believe. And he cared for it as if it was his own child. And somebody took his only, as you say, pet away. And David, he got like real mad. He was over here like he was ready to like kill whoever this was. Like, who, like, bring me who this is right now. I'll deal with him right now. And the priest looked at him. He said, "It's you. You're who I'm talking about.
Right.
You took from that man what was his." You understand? It's like, yeah. Now, with some people, again, carnally, the reason why I'm bringing up this account is not we as in us, but most people in the world, you think this person is of high status, right? Surely they can't be punished the same way that somebody who's, a bum on the street. Yes, you can. Absolutely.
Right.
And the Lord does not care of your physical status. He don't care if you a brother tending to the sheep, if you are the king of Israel at the time, if you are a brother who's homeless, or if you are a brother who's a mighty warrior in the army. It don't matter. If you are an Israelite, you are one of God's chosen people, you will adhere to these laws.
Right.
And you are not above them. And we've seen what has happened. Saul, he was told to slay all the Amalekites. He decided to do what he wanted to do, and he went against what the Lord told him. That's why David even came about, because the Lord was like, "Hey, like, you don't want to listen? Okay." I remember he tried to stop the priest from going back and making his report. He ended up tearing his garment. He got even more upset. He's like, "Oh, word? All right, I got you. The Lord will make a better man than you," and he did. Right? Same thing, King Solomon. Again, one of the wisest brothers other than Christ, which is Christ, but that's a whole other breakdown. But very wise brother, but he fell short as well. Why? Because that brother had a problem with lust. He loved women a little too much, to the point that he started sleeping with heathen women and started building statues for their gods and worshiping other gods. And he lost the kingdom because of that. This is King Solomon, right? Such a great, noble brother. Guess what? He wasn't free from the law either. If you sin and you do wrong, you will be punished the same. It doesn't matter. Big, strong, tall, if you're a man or a woman, it don't matter. You're an Israelite, you get punished. Plain and simple. I want everybody to understand it. Don't get into that mindset like, oh, I'm an officer of 5,000. I'm a captain of 13,000. Or I'm a general. Like, you in your mind, you think I'm up here. Oh, trust me. The Lord will humble you very fast.
Right.
I promise you. You got anything?
Come on, your punishment may be way worse than a man under you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Everybody gets tried with the things that they can do. But as far as you being, I'm 5,000. I take this. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your punishment gonna be way worse because you know better. You know what I'm saying? You the one that's teaching people. You know what I'm saying? More than 5,000. I mean, you're supposed to be over 5,000 men and their families. You're supposed to be in charge of, you got your own department. You head of department. You know what I'm saying? You doing this and the third. You taking camps out. You know what I'm saying? Your punishment probably going to be way worse than, somebody under you. They still going to get punished, but they're going to get punished with something that they can handle. That probably, that, how would I say, not make them, regret their decision. You know what I'm saying? Or how do you say? Not necessarily not make them lead the truth, because some punishment will make you lead the truth. Right. You know what I'm saying? If you're not strong enough. But your punishment is going to be way worse because you know better. You're going to be punished as a 5,000. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with demons. You're going to have them 5,000 demons. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Or you could be a 50, being wicked, and the Lord going to send a 13,000 demon on you. Now you ready to leave the school. You ready to take your own life. You know what I'm saying? That's like it is.
No. It's an excellent point, man. Like you said, like you think because you got some power, like your punishment is going to be worse. To be honest, I mean, think about it. David lost his kid because of adultery. Remember, he was fasting. He was like praying to the Lord, like, please don't like take my child. I know what I did was wrong. Sadly, the Lord took his child. And this is a quick breakdown real quick, because I want people to understand like how that demon kind of trickled out. Like, he committed a sin out of lust, right? How did Solomon lose the kingdom? Lust over either woman, right? His other children, I always forget the name. I think it's Absalom.
Yeah, Absalom slept with his sister.
Right. Absalom. Yeah. He sexually assaulted his sister. Right. That was his son. Right. Again, you had lust. Man, he was so like, the way the scriptures bring it out, it's like he was like tossing and turning. Like, he knew deep down in his mind, this is wrong. This is wrong. Like, I shouldn't be feeling like this. And he went to his cousin. And his cousin,
Weird.
yeah, he was weird. He failed him. He pretty much told him like, well, I mean, technically, y'all ain't got. I think it's like they didn't have the same.
They didn't have the same mom.
Mom. They didn't have the same mom, so I was like, well, that's your half sister, And guess what? That spirit of lust overtook that man, and he committed a great sin against his sister. Right? Lust. Hold on. The other brother, he found out. David found out. He ordered his other son, don't harm him. But he was so angry, and rightfully so. Like, this dude, you my brother, you harmed our sister. How could you do something like that? He was so angry, he killed him. And then, guess what? He was ordered not to harm his brother.
Right.
He died too. But you see how like it trickled down? And I think people like, you don't think of it like that. Like, what you do doesn't just affect you, it affects everybody. It could affect your future lineage. I don't think David was thinking like, oh, like, my children are going to be punished for what I did. His first child passed. The other one, King Solomon, he had a great run. He was probably the best out of all of them, but he lost the kingdom to lust. Your other son got so lustful that he committed incest and rape, Salakia. And then the other son, he might have not done anything sexually, but because of what was done to his sister, it caused like this wrath to overcome him. And he wasn't listening to reason no more. He said, no, I'm going to kill him. And he murdered. He killed his brother, right? It's a sin. And guess what? Because of that, he died. You see how it trickled down? I want people to understand that, right? Remember, it don't matter what your status is. If you are an Israelite, sin is sin, and you will be punished however the Lord decides to punish you.
Right.
I pray you understand. You got anything before we continue?
It's like, yeah. David was a killer. You know what I'm saying? Not a murderer, but he had so much blood on his hands that the Lord said, I'm not going to allow you to build my temple. And it trickled down not only his lust, but that spirit of, I have to kill. Mm-hmm. And that's probably why his other son killed his brother. You know what I'm saying? That spirit, that wrath, that I have to do something. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Took over his son and he killed his brother. It's like,
yep. No,
that's right.
We're at
16.
16. If you could read Leviticus 19 and 16, please.
Leviticus 19, chapter 19, verse 16.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer among thy people. Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. I am the Lord.
Everybody know what a talebearer is? I know we've been talking for a minute. I just want to make sure everybody's still tuning in. If anybody can answer in the chat, or if brother here, if you know the meaning of talebearer, anybody is free to answer.
Would that be a person that not I guess not confident or not talebearer?
Okay, the sisters got it, but I want you to continue with what you were saying.
Almost a person that you said be like not solid in what they they do.
Okay, so that person would not be solid if they were a talebearer. Like, what does a talebearer do? Is it like a specific action that they do?
Break the word down. It's there.
Would that be wishy-washy?
You're on it. Okay, yes. What are they doing? They're like a talebearer. What are they doing?
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Yeah, yeah. Okay, I'll give you a hint. Like a talebearer, like you're, like you said, like you're not solid. You're a wishy-washy person, but you're telling people stuff. Like what would you call that?
Someone sound like it'd be person gossiping.
There you go. Gossip. Most High in Christ. Yes, gossip.
Storyteller.
Yep. You're a talebearer. Yep. Everybody got gossip, lying on someone.
Somebody talk about everybody.
Yes, talk about everybody's business. Yeah, that's for sure. Telling you what they're gonna do to you. Well, that's not exactly, but But for the most part, yeah, y'all got it. Yeah, talebearer. Where we at? 16. Yeah, thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer, meaning you. This kind of goes into what we were talking about earlier. You got a problem with somebody, right? Whatever it may be, somebody offended you. You go to that brother alone. This applies to sisters too, but the sisters that are watching. If you have a problem with a sister, go to that sister, her alone. Bring up the issue. You ain't got to go all crazy or like, cuss the person out. You could respectfully let them know, like, it's like sis, like, I didn't what did you mean by that? Or like, I was a little offended by what you said earlier. Like, just, or for brothers too, like, Slacky, sir, can I talk to you for a second? Kind of, what's going on? Slacky, sir, I know, you were given an order to tell me to do something, but, respectfully, I don't know, like the way you talk to me, like, it's kind of messed up. There's a way to go about it. We can communicate. That's one thing that we as a nation, we got to work on, communicate. What we do is, you hear something, you just take it on your chest, like, oh, this person don't like me. Oh, this person said this about me. Granted, you never even physically heard that person say anything about you. So go to the source. You can respectfully confront an issue. That's what you should do, because what a talebearer does, they just run their damn mouth. The way Sister Batharawana said it, yeah, somebody who tells everybody's business, yeah, you just want to run your mouth. You done heard from this person and that person and that person. Now you just want to tell everybody else's business. Mind you, you don't even got the real story. You just going based off what you heard. You might want to be careful with that, because what that can do is you can start something without even knowing it. You think you just talking. Little do you know, you bump into that one brother that once, it's like, hold on, wait, who said that? Now they want to confront the issue. Now your name get brought up. Mind you, if you just would have kept your mouth shut, you wouldn't have had anything to do with the situation. Another key thing I want to bring up real quick too is, if somebody is, okay, I use this as an example. Let's say Ibad got a problem with a brother, right? And he comes to me and expresses the issue that he has with this brother. Now, the wise thing that I would do is tell him, like, you should talk to that brother, right? Go to him and him alone. What I should not do is sit here, listen to everything that Ibad is telling me, and then gossip with him, and then go run to somebody else and then tell his business. That's not right. Or also, what I should do is I should also check a certain spirit too. Like, if you got an issue with a brother, confront the brother. Don't go to somebody else like, this person made me mad. This person did this. Did you talk to him? Well, no, sir. Go talk to the brother. Because now you speaking bad on him. Meanwhile, he don't even know you got a problem with him. Now you being unbrotherly. You should go talk to him, because now if I'm just sitting here and I'm just allowing for you to gossip about the brother in front of me, and I give you the wisdom to, like, hey, you should go talk to him, or I'm running my mouth, guess what? I'm wrong too, because I'm allowing for you to do that. That's unbrotherly as well. I hope that makes sense. Okay, no, that's something else. But I hope that makes sense for everybody, gets what I'm saying. You got anything about?
Wow, sir.
All right, that was 16. 16. Okay, so that's it for that. What is it? 29. Okay. Go ahead.
Question about the second half of 16. It said, neither shall thy stand against the blood of thy neighbor.
16. Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. So, okay, this kind of ties into it. So where it says, thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer, we already broke that down. Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. So it's kind of like speaking bad about your neighbor. Let's say, like, you stirred a pot, right? You gossiped or whatever about your neighbor. And then instead of like you're already in the wrong, right? But instead of talking to your neighbor, let's say it started something. Now somebody else got a problem with him based off what you might have brought up. And you don't do nothing about it. You just stand there. You're like what would they call it?
Wallflower.
Yeah, a wallflower. It's a certain a bystander. You're a bystander. And you know what you did, but that you shouldn't do that. That's pretty much what that's talking about. So that being said, okay, so 17, speed it up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 17 to 23, and then you'll finish up the rest of 29.
Oh, so just go 17 to 29 or 17 to 23, and then
17 to 23, and then we'll finish up 24 24 to 29 after.
Okay. The book of Leviticus, chapter 19, verse 17 in the Hebrew, La'ah, Tashana, Akayana, Laba, it's like Bala, Babana, Thaha, it's like Hawa, Kata, Hawa Ka, it's like Tawa, Kayaka, Ima, Ya, Thawa, it's like Tana, Wala, Thasha'a, it's like Tasha'a, Ila, Aliyawa, Kata'a, verse 18, La'a, Thakwama, Wala'a, Thatar, like Thatar, Ath, Banya, Yamana, Wa'a, Ha, Batha, La Aina, La Iran, so like Irana, Kama Wana, Anya, Yahweh, verse 19, Ath, Hakwa, Thawa, it's like a Thaya, it's like a Ka, Kwa, Thaya, Thasha, Ma, Rawa, Batha, it's like a Baha, Ka, it's like a Baha Ma, Thana, La'a, Thara, Bayai, Kala, Ayam, Ma, it's like a Shadana, La'a, Thaza Da'ai, Kala Ayam, it's like Ka La Ayam, Ma'a, it's like Waba Gada, Kala Ayam, Sha'ai Naza La'a, Ya'ai Laha, Ayla Alyana, verse 20, Wa'a Yasha Kaya Yasha Kaba, Ath Ashaha Shaka Batha, what's like a Zarai, it's like a Zarai, Waha Wa'a, Shapa Kaha, Nakara Pa, so I guess Nakara Path, La'a Yash, Wahapa Da'a La'a, Napada, Thaha, Awa, Hat, it's like a Kapa, Kapash, La'a, Nathaza, La'a, Bakwa, Rath, Tha, it's like a Thaha, Yaha, La'a, Yawa Ma, Thawa, Kaya, La'a, Ha, it's like a Kappa, Kapash, 21, Waha, Ba, Ya'a, Ath, Ashamawa, La Yahawa, All, it's like All, Patha, Ka, it's like a Pathak, Ahala, it's like Mawa Aida, it's like Ayala, Asham, verse 22, it's like Wakapar, it's like Wakapar, Al Yawa, Hakahun, Ba'a Yala, Ha'a Shama, Lapa, it's like Lapanya, Yahweh, Al, Kasa Thawa, Ashar Kata'a, Na Wanasa Laka Lawa, it's like Maka Ta Athwa, Ashar, it's like Kata'a, verse 23, last verse, Wakaya, Thaba Awa, all Rataza, Wanata I Thama Call Itaza Ma'akal Wa'ira Thama Ira La Thawa Parayawa Shalasha Shana Yam Yahaya Lakama Yama, La Ya Call. That's it.
All right, Most High in Christ. All right, so I'll have you start Leviticus 19 and 17.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 17.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Mm.
Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him.
All right, so pretty self-explanatory. Right. Don't hate your brother, right? You don't do that. We seen instances in the Bible where, like a little brother hated his brother. The most famous one that I like to bring up the most is Cain and Abel.
Right.
Cain and Abel, for those of y'all who are not familiar with the account, Cain and Abel were both told to make offerings unto the Lord. Abel, he gave his best. He gave, like, he cooked up something good. I'm gonna just put it like that, right? Whereas Cain, he kind of got like some fruit in the back, like he just kind of like half-assed it, right? And the Lord, he recognized Abel. He did not recognize Cain. The righteous thing that Cain could have done was look at what his brother did and said, you know what? I should do better. I should do better. I should give my best the way my brother did. But he didn't do that. What he decided to do, he ended up becoming envious and hated his brother, which led to him murdering his brother. And then he got smart with the Lord. This is why we don't say my brother's keeper. That's actually not a good thing, because that was used as like a little like witty remark to the Lord. Because the Lord was like, "Where's your brother?" And he kind of scoffed and said, "I'm paraphrasing. Am I my brother's keeper?" Meanwhile, it's the Lord we talk about. The Lord know what happened. He murdered him. And guess what? Cain became a vagabond. For anybody who doesn't know what a vagabond is in the Bible is literally a wanderer, someone who does not have like a designated home. You just wander. You don't belong anywhere. That's what he was cursed with, because he decided to murder his brother because he was envious. We should not have hate towards each other. If a brother offends you, look, we say it all the time. The so-called white man offends you every damn day, and you just take it on the chin. You forgive him for everything. Right. You forgive everybody else for everything. You forgive them for not paying you on time. You don't work a 13-hour shift overtime and they didn't pay you on time. You'll forgive him. You'll forgive him if he bumps you on the side of the road. You'll forgive a white woman. She accidentally smacked your car and, oh my gosh, here's my insurance. You'll forgive her. But let a brother accidentally bump into you in the club. You ready to kill him. For what? Let a brother, offend you unknowingly, right? You could easily hash it out. You want to fight him damn near to the death. You heard a rumor, and rather than going to that brother and clarifying it, mind you, he probably didn't even say anything about you. You want to hurt him now, right? Off of a rumor. Hey, look, if the amount of compassion that a lot of y'all have for these heathens, it'd be nice if y'all at least had half of that for your brothers and sisters. So, like, you got anything about law, sir? All right. If I could go verse 18.
Leviticus 19, verse 18.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people, but thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. I am the Lord.
So this kind of ties in earlier where we were talking about Absalom and the brother, and he killed his brother. He had every right to be angry about what his brother did. Absolutely, what he did was disgusting and foul, and he deserved to be punished for what he did. But he should have listened to his father. His father told him, "Don't harm him." He still decided to harm him, which, in a sense, harmed himself, because look at the totality of it. Not only did he murder his brother, in his mind, he thinks it's justified. Like, you raped our sister, right? And like in his mind, of course, he's angry. Like, how could you? He murdered him, right? But then with that, the Lord cursed him, and then he ended up dying. Guess what? Now David didn't just lose one son; he lost both of his sons. Right. You see how that affected him? And then he was the nice brother. Now the sister, she done lost the nice brother. You see what I'm saying? Like, right. I know it sounds crazy because it's so easy to get angry about certain things. I get it. But the Lord, he don't want you taking vengeance the way that you may want to. You might need to seek some counsel. Like, certain things might need to be done to handle a situation. But what the Lord don't want you doing is just getting mad and doing something crazy. Right. This person offend you. Now you're trying to run your car into their house. Now you done hurt yourself. Now you got a broke leg. Now you're in a wheelchair. Shouldn't have did that. That's why, you know, before you do something crazy, you might want to call a brother. I promise you.
Right.
It'll save you more than you could possibly imagine if you just calm down, take a breather, talk to somebody if you need to. This is why we have counsel. This is why we have brothers who have been in school for 20 plus years. You know, they can tell you like, that's not a good idea. You know, because this could lead to this. You know, don't become impulsive. You got anything about it?
So, like, if I may, another famous story of two brothers or two men acting on their wrath was Simeon and Levi. Yep. You know what I'm saying? That's why they live on the same island and hate each other's guts, who spread propaganda about each other. Their sister was taken by just to make the story shorter, their sister was, you know, taken advantage of by African, and this African and his father came to Jacob and said, we want to be one of you guys. I want to take your daughter and we want to live like y'all. And Jacob set some boundaries and said, if y'all do this, that, and the third, if y'all get circumcised on this day, then y'all can be one of us. But instead, Simeon and Levi wanted to go and act on their anger, and they did so. They acted on their wrath, and they went and slain all these, you know, so make the story short, these African men while they were healing from their circumcision. You know what I'm saying? So they were, and then now that's why they hate each other. That's the story of their division. They thought they were going to be so together, like, yeah, bro, let's go get them, bro. You know what I'm saying? They thought they thought they was doing the right thing. When their father told them to stand down, they want to follow the order. They divided. Now they live literally on the same island. They hate each other's guts. Right. They can't stand each other. So this is stop acting on your anger. Stop acting on your fury. Your anger is probably like one of the like most base and simple emotions. Like anybody can get angry. Anger is not complex at all. You know what I'm saying? Somebody piss you off. Somebody shove you the wrong way. You angry. You know what I'm saying? You don't even think about why you angry. You're just angry. You're just angry all the time, like a crash out, like YN. You even know why you angry. You just angry. Mm-hmm. Somebody asks you like, "What's wrong with you?" You can't even tell them. You're just angry. That's such a base and a simple way of thinking of just being angry all the time. Stop acting on your anger, because then you end up in situations like that. Right. So I can.
No, it's true. You know, and that's an excellent point too. Bringing up Simeon and Levi. Simeon and Levi, that was a problem. There was a problem. They were not rocking with what happened, and they decided to act on what they wanted. And because of that, well, like you said, they live on the same island. They've been beefing for God knows how long. The only difference is one got conquered by the French. Well, they tried to conquer them, but they were both the Haitian Revolution. You know, they actually won, but sadly, you know, Haiti's still going through it. They're still trying to milk them for resources. It's a whole thing, right? The DR, the Dominican Republic, they were conquered, you know, by the Spaniards, and with that, the Spaniards indoctrinated the so-called Dominicans with, you know, colorism, racism. They think that they're better and stuff. And they hate their brothers. They hate Haitians, and a lot of it is really due to colorism, racism, and classism as well. Meanwhile, y'all live on the same damn island. Same island.
Look like each other.
No, like for real. Like there are some Dominicans that look more black, and they, in their mind, they've convinced themselves if you look too black, you're not Dominican. I don't black. You Haitian. You don't belong here. You kicking out Dominicans.
Yeah.
Because you know they don't look like one of us. I seen one. It was the Olympics actually. Again, she's Dominican, born in the DR, parents Dominican, but she looked black, right? She looks more black. Then you see people like, oh, you know, thank you, Haiti, for running for the DR. They're Dominican. But in their minds, they've conditioned themselves to believe if you look too dark and you have certain features, you are not Dominican. Apparently, all Dominicans are super light skinned with curly or straight hair, which is not true. Sorry to tell you this. Like, just like many of our Hispanic brothers and sisters, look, you got some Hispanics with straight hair, some got curly hair. You got Hispanics that look like us. I could be Dominican. Afro-Latinos, that's a thing, right? But no, we can't have that. But you see how stupid it sounds? That's the curse that they go through, right? Because why? Like you said, they just couldn't listen. They were so mad. It's like, it's okay. You could have righteous anger. You know, the brother of Absalom, he had every right to be mad. Simeon and Levi, they had every right to be mad. You could be mad, yeah. But think. You know, David told his son not to harm him for a reason. David, you gotta think these are his sons. He looking at his son like, oh, I know he will whoop his ass. I know he's gonna do something crazy. I gotta stop him now. Don't do it. Mind you, it wasn't like the brother was gonna get away with it. He was gonna get punished. Right? How they decided to punish him is how they decided to punish him, but they needed counsel for it, right? He would listen, killed him. But that, both of them died. You know? Same thing with Simeon and Levi. Simeon and Levi was a problem, man. It took two of them. They slaughtered them Hamites. Just them. But they didn't listen. Another curse. You know, this is just something very. I know we're dwelling on verse 18 quite a bit, but I really want you to understand. There's a reason why we're harping on this. Thou shalt not avenge. Don't harm your brother. I know you mad. Don't harm him. Nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. If you can forgive all these other people, don't hold a grudge against your own people. I'm not saying now. Don't be naive. I'm not saying that. Like, you can set boundaries. You know, if a brother wronged you one too many times, you know that brother's a liar. That's your brother, but you might have to set some boundaries. Like, hey, I know how this brother move. We cool, but until you've proven to me that you cannot be that, I gotta set certain boundaries. I can't trust you with certain things, and that's fair.
Right.
That's fine. All right. Don't kill the brother because he lied to you, though. Don't do that. It's like, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but don't do that. Salakia. You got anything I can continue? All right. Let's see. Concert I saw firsthand when I went to the Dominican Republic. The disdain for Haitian. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And it's still happening, by the way. I know we might not see it on Western news like that, but it's wild. But they brothers.
Hate each other.
They brothers. Like, we know why. It's really, white man and devil that the Bible speaks of. We know why, but also we brought ourselves here by being disobedient continuously. This is why. If I could, can I get you can continue 19 and 19.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 19. Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let the cattle run. Thou shalt not let the cattle gender with a diverse kind. Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed. Neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee.
Okay, so this is more of a metaphor. Okay, when it's talking about ye shall keep my statutes, of course, thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind. Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed. Okay, actually, before I even answer that, what do y'all think that means? We give you a little bit of a context clue. Thou shalt not sow thy field, meaning your field, with mingled seed. What do you think that means? Anybody is free to answer.
So, man, seems like that'd be if you're gonna grow corn, grow corn. If you're gonna grow peas, the seed that you have, it'd be that seed. Not if you I'm going to mix some I'm going to have corn seeds for corn, but mix it with something else. Like, how does she make it better? We can get corn and whatever else together off the same thing.
Okay, so that's the literal sense. Think like, okay, it's a metaphor. This is like, they're not literally talking about like fruits and vegetables. This is, we give you with seed that is mixed. Okay, y'all. Okay, you're saying it, you're not saying it though. So I'm gonna read it real quick. Where it says, "Thou shalt not sow thy field. You shall not sow your field with mingled seed." What is something that we talk about continuously here in the truth of what you should not do? Go ahead.
Mix with the other nations.
There you go. Mix with the other nations, right? Don't mix with it. Yep. Don't mix with the other nations. And that goes not just obviously physically, like, you marrying other nations, but also culturally. one of the reasons why the world fell into sin is because Eve, she didn't want to listen. Though when it talked about them trees and stuff, it wasn't little trees. No, Adam and Eve were supposed. For time's sake, I'll try to run through it real quick. When it said that the Lord, again, paraphrasing, breathed life into Adam. Adam was not like a dead statue and he like just breathed on him and he came to life like some type of animated character. No, what really happened was, not for real, like gargoyles and stuff. Adam was alive. Physically, he was alive. He was walking around. He had a mother and father, like he was alive. He was a human being. What happened was, when we said he breathed life into him, what happened was he made Adam know the true meaning of life and how he should live through the Most High. So obviously Eve also, she got this knowledge, right? Where Eve messed up, Adam messed up on this too. Eve was not satisfied with what she had.
Right.
Us having a living God, this is before Israelites, this is before all that, right? She was supposed to stay in this bubble. This is the bubble. This is what the Most High wanted right here, right? But then she saw temptation. This is the temptation, right? Lord said, don't go over here. Don't drink from this.
Right.
You know, I wish I had like another cup so I could show like water or something. But let's say, imagine I got a cup of water in my hand, right? So, the water. This is what you should have. This is the temptation. Drink this. Don't drink of this. What did Eve do? Eve drank of this. Then she told her husband. I don't know if you remember that. She told Adam. You want to know what Adam messed up? Adam should have checked her right there, right? He didn't, though. Adam listened to her. And then guess what? He also drank temptation. The Lord did not like that.
Right.
So he chastised both of them, right? And cursed both of them. And the world fell into sin because I know we talk a lot about Eve, but it really was Adam and Eve. They were both disobedient because as the man and as her husband, he should have checked her, but he didn't do it. He mingled with the other nations. Think about it. We are in captivity because we decided over and over and over again, we decided to mix with the other nations. And not just mixing, not physically, but spiritually as well. Solomon, he wasn't just sleeping with the Moabites and the Ammonites and the Africans and all them. Like, he wasn't just doing that. No, he was building for their nations.
Right.
He was building those statues. Samson, I'm pretty sure we're all familiar with this. He was sleeping with a Philistinian prostitute. That's literally what she was. And his father's like, you don't want no woman from your own nation? Like, he's like, nah, I don't know what was up with that Philistinian woman, but he wanted her.
She was easy.
She was easy. He was easy. That's all it was. And he just kept doing it. They warned him, and then sadly, he died. Now, he went out swinging. This is the mighty Samson. He was breaking dude's jaws with like the jawbone of a donkey.
Was that Shamgar?
Yeah, think Shamgar. Think Shamgar.
Right.
Shamgar's, but fell to a prostitute. And he died. He got jumped in the end. He took them with him, but the point is he didn't have to die though. But again, he decided to mix with other nations. When we were at war with the Midianites and the Moabites as well. You can find this in Ezra chapter 9. And Moses, was upset because he's like, what is this curse that's among my people? He found out that we was sleeping with the captive women. They were sleeping with the Moabites. And they were like, what are you doing? He was very wroth. And I always forget the brother's name. It's not Elizar. It's the brother, you might remember. It's the brother who he caught them in the tent and he threw the javelin.
I think it is Eliezer.
Is he Eliezer? It probably is. But again, there was a brother, he saw them and they was Slovakia. They were in the act, in the tent. He didn't waste no time. He grabbed a javelin and just caught both of them. And then once we stopped messing with the heathen nation, guess what? The curse lifted. But time and time again, it's been shown, we start wanting to do what they want to do.
Phineas.
Is Phineas?
Phineas used a javelin, yeah.
Okay.
By one.
I don't know why I always want to say Eliezer.
I know,
Yeah. But again, time and time again, you read the Bible and you can see multiple times where we are literally told, do not mix with the other nations. Do not take their daughters to be your wives and the sons to be their husbands. Like, you don't do that. Leave them alone. Even the term holy. Holy means what? Separate, sacred. We're
Right.
supposed to be separated from everybody else. Only our nation. We got 12 tribes. 12 tribes with their own skills, maybe own unique look or whatever, but still one nation. But nothing was good enough. We wanted to do what everybody else wanted to do, and we fell short every single time. And this is what this is talking about. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind, different, right? Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed. Don't mix with them. Don't mix with them. Stay with your own. I mean, everybody else does it. You know, these white people, they're trying to pass them laws so that they don't they can ban interracial marriage. You know, and I'm all for it. Good. We should. We should not be mingling with them because again, y'all see them brothers, you know, them athletes who be marrying them white women, and they always conform to their lifestyle in a way. Because like a real take a brother, take a real pro-black or pro-Mexican, he really for his people and only for his people. He ain't gonna sleep outside his nation. Y'all can't relate. You can't. A so-called black man in America, you know all the horrible things that white America has done and continues to do to you, and you gonna sleep with the enemy? You're content? You said what?
So let me see, because I think it's let me see.
No, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure Candace Owens has a white husband, if I'm not mistaken.
She does. Yeah, she does. But you get my point, right? She claims, well, now she does. Now she wants to, expose, the elites, all that stuff.
Your husband.
You lay with the enemy every night.
Right.
You got kids with this man. And some of the stuff she says is true, but then I'm like, well,
can't really take it for.
You know what I mean? It's hey, you sleeping with stay away from the white people. You with him every. I'm leaving it at that. Slack. But you get my point. She got it. Yeah. But there's a lot of our people that are like that set. Slack you. Okay, we are kind of we just gonna keep going. Okay, if you could go to 19 and 20, please.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 20. And whosoever lieth carnally with a woman that is a bondmaid, betrothed to a husband, and not at all redeemed, nor freedom given her, she shall be scourged. They shall not be put to death because she was not free.
So that pretty much, again, don't sleep with another man's wife. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. Self-explanatory. Slack. I cannot talk right now. Pretty self-explanatory. We know you're not supposed to do that. I don't think we need to keep going over that. You can keep going.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 21. And he shall bring his trespass offering unto the Lord, unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, even a ram for a trespass offering.
You keep going.
Verse 22. And the priest shall make an atonement for him with the ram of the trespass offering before the Lord for his sin which he hath done, and the sin which he hath done shall be forgiven him.
Keep going.
Leviticus 19, chapter 19, verse 23. And when ye shall come into the land, and shall have planted all manner of trees for food, then ye shall count the fruit thereof as uncircumcised. 3 years shall it be as uncircumcised unto you; it shall not be eaten of.
We're just gonna you can keep going to verse 29. If I need you to stop at any point, I'll let you know.
Okay. Leviticus chapter 19, verse 24.
Mm-hmm.
But in the 4th year of the fruit thereof shall be holy to praise the Lord withal.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 25. And in the 5th year shall ye eat of the fruit thereof, that it may yield unto you the increase thereof. I am the Lord your God.
Mm-hmm.
Ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall you use enchantment nor observe times.
Okay, so real quick, where it says, "Ye shall not eat anything with blood." I believe I gave this breakdown last week. So for anybody who doesn't know, when we eat our food, right, we cook it all the way. We don't eat raw food.
Burnt offering.
You don't. Again, burnt offering, not a raw offering. You eat the food, but it has to be cooked, right? One of the reasons why is because the blood that's in the animal, the Lord, like there's life in the blood. The Lord does not want you to consume something that is alive, if that makes sense.
Right.
There's life within this. So you have to, like, if the animal is passed, it's passed. Leave it at that. Don't be a savage like Slovakia, like so-called white man likes to call us savages. It's like, no, like they'll eat just something that's alive. I remember I got into damn near got into an argument. Somebody asked me like how I like my steak. I said medium well or I like it well done. And they looked at me crazy. They were like, white man, of course. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah. He's like, well, nah, man. The best type of steak is when you sear it real quick. I'm talking about like he's talking about something like 10 seconds.
Not even medium rare.
Not even medium rare. Like he rare. Like that thing's still moving, like just like this. He's like, yeah, that's the best. That's when you get your carnal desire. I'm like, carnal desire.
Carnal desire is crazy.
You see what I'm talking about? I'm like, that's why the Lord don't want me consuming that. Like you behaving like an animal. Like, nah. We cook our food here. Thank you. That's what we will do. Salakia. I just remember that. That's crazy. You got anything about before we continue?
La, sir.
All right, we can continue. 27.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 27. Ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shalt thou mar the corners of thy beard.
Okay, so now this is the scripture right here where brothers come in and they might get confused, like, well, why can't we get shape-ups or lineups? That right there. When you grow your hair, you grow your hair. Now, with that being said, there's a little leeway. If your mustache is like growing over your mouth, you could trim it, but you are not allowed to get like, barbers, like they're trained to like align it up, do what? No, you don't do that. It's actually not our custom.
Right.
You don't do that, right? You can clean up, you can give it like a little stubble right here and stuff, but don't get like a razor and they get like the chalk pencil, the chalk, and like you don't do that. And I know some brothers, I get it. We was in the world. I was in the world. I used to have mine all crispy and everything.
You said chalk too? Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what they did. Like make sure everything was lined up. But like, nah. Look, Akim, you'll live. The sisters will still like you. Okay, come on. You could like so. I know like some of y'all might be like, man, I'm gonna look rough. Like you'd be surprised. Sisters kind of like the rough look. All right, you ain't gonna look crazy. You'll be all right. But we don't do that. That's what that's talking about. But at the same time, you could clean it up a little. You don't gotta look like a Wolverine all over the place. You don't gotta do that.
You don't gotta look like nobody don't care about
you. Yeah, you don't gotta
look presentable.
Yeah, you don't gotta look homeless. Like you good. Just no razor. You can't do that. It's like is that it for that? Verse 28.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 28. Ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead, nor print any marks upon you. I am the Lord.
So this could go into tattoos. No tattoos. Also, where it says, ye shall not make any cuttings in your flesh for the dead. I've heard like some Africans do it. I think like there's other heathens that do it too, but they'll mark themselves for the dead. Again, not our custom. You don't do that, right? The dead is the dead. You don't mark yourselves. Or even I found out what's the movie? Okay, Black Panther.
Yeah.
Okay, so
little dots.
Yeah, those dots. That's actually like in their culture. Like for every like kill or whatever, or somebody that passed, I guess those little dots. That's a real thing. Look, you can walk around looking like that if you want to, but I'm telling you, no.
Look like bubble wrap.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like, bro,
A crunch bar.
that's crunch bar. I'm not eating a crunch bar no more.
That's crazy. But no, don't do that. All right. And last verse, verse 29, please.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness.
Okay. Pretty straightforward, right? Do not prostitute your daughter. I think that kind of goes without saying. But then there's one little key point I want to make with this. It says to cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom. Was the book of, I believe it's the book of Esther, and it's talking about there were, gotta jog my memory real quick. There were women that were pretty much like being rude to like their husbands and stuff, and I remember they had to do something about it because they were worried that other women were going to see it.
Yeah, the king's wife.
Yes, there you go.
So
There you go. No, Dwana. But they were worried that other women were going to see it, so they had to like stop it right there because they knew like if they see it, they're going to find that's acceptable.
It's a trend now.
Yeah, it's a trend. Like they're going to follow suit. When it says "lest the land fall to whoredom," again, it shows influence. Think about it. That's what happens today, right? It's cool to be a whore now. It's cool. You can literally get paid to be a whore and be an online prostitute. But why? There's a lot of reasons. One, sadly, there's a lot of men that love whores, so they're paying them all this freaking money, right? The other one is they made it popular. They don't got no shame no more. They'll put it out there for everybody to see. Like they be putting their earnings. Oh, I made this much money off of this. Da, da, da. So now other women, young women, are seeing this, and they're like, "Wow, she made all this money on OnlyFans. I should do the same thing." And then she's gonna do it, and then somebody's gonna see her do it, and then they're gonna do it, and then they're gonna do it. That's literally that saying of like, one bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Right.
So when you make, I don't know why you would ever prostitute your daughter, but if you were to do that, it ain't just gonna be her. That starts the cycle. The cycle might be she might have a friend. She sees how she moving. She's curious, or she'll get pregnant. She'll have a daughter too, and her daughter's gonna follow her mother's ways. Now she's a whore. It kind of goes back to, again, it's funny. It keeps going back to it. When I talked about David, his spirit of lust, you saw how that spirit trickled down and it caused the death of other people because of his lust. It's the same thing with this. If a woman's being a whore, that can spread like wildfire. And we know this because, well, look what's happening today.
Right.
Salakia, you got anything about
Lots, sir.
All right, so that's it for the book of Leviticus. So 19 and 29. So we'll continue starting from verse 30 next week. So with that being said, we're gonna begin. We're gonna begin the closing of the class. So Amijim, just me and the brother up here, which means to stand or rise.
Lion for Allah, which means to Israel. Sorry, it's me. Sorry. Sorry, it's me.
Men of Israel, gird up thy loins, prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh Hashem Yahshai Barak Yah.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshai Barak Yah.
Here, we'll have you step over here. Show you something. And you'll just do what we did. So, show them what we did. Here's good.
Yahweh, Bashem, Bashem, Yahushua, Barak, Barak,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not.
Rahmatin Wapan Yahapadam, which means to rise and face the east. We'll be going over the prayers in the Hebrew and English. Starting with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Let's follow this one. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodah, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakutka, Taba'ah, Ratzaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'aratza, Kawah, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathan Lanawa, Lawan, it's like Lanawa, it's like Lakam, Call, Yawam, Wasalak now, Kabawat now, Kasalak now, Kabawat now, Wala, Kabagay now, Banasaya one, a ball, Hawashai now, Mayan, Rock, Hayah, Lakat, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Wa'atapara, Lai Walamia, Aman.
Now, I know it's in the Hebrew, so just repeat after us after we go over each one. Now it'll be in the English. So this is the Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. That will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day. Our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it. Amen.
This is the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Barukusha, Nathan Lanawa, Hakak, Barapa'ah, Call Makala, Call Madawa, that's so hard. How much is it right? Hakak, Quiet, Hamati, Arakawat, Tama'ala, with our son, Bahashem Yahushai, the water Aman.
Hakak is the power in the English. Yahweh. In the name of Yahushua. Please give us the power. Power to heal. All manner of sickness. All manner of disease. Power to cleanse the leper. Power to raise the dead. Power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name of Yahushua. Thank you. So be it.
This is blessed Israel in the Hebrew, Yahweh. Bahashem Yahushai, Barak Lanawa, Wayashra'ala, Wahabayah, Safarius, Barak, Bahashem Yahushai, the water Aman.
What we just said was, Lord, in the name of
Yahushua,
bless us, and Israel, and the school,
in the
name of
Yahushua.
Thank you.
So be it. This is Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah, Ayanya, Harya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Zoria, Ma'ayin, Yahweh, Asha, Sumayam, Wa'aratza, Ayathan, Namawat, Wagalka, Ayanawam, Shamarka, Hana, La'ah, Awam, Wala'ah, Yashun, Shawamar, Asra'ala, Yahweh, Shamarka, Yahweh, Zalka, Ayad, Yamika, Yawamam, Shamash, La'ah, Yakaka, Wayarak, Wayalam, Yahweh, Shamarka, Call, Rai, Shamar, Napaska, Yahweh, Shamar, Tazaka, Wa'aka, Wa'atha, Wa'iwalamia.
Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help comes from the Lord.
My help cometh from the Lord,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade
Upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve
The
thee
Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going
The
out
Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time
from
forth
this time forth
and
and even
forevermore.
forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Al Dami Alakah,
all the Mialakah,
Al Tak Arash,
all the Karash,
Al Tashakwat,
all the Shakwat,
All
all
Kayana,
Yahana,
Ewabika,
Yebika,
Yahama,
Yama,
Yawan,
one,
Ra'ash, Al-Haimaka, Yarwamwa,
Yarayamwa,
it's like Yarwamya,
Yarayamwa,
Sawada,
Soda,
Wayata,
Waita,
Yahitazawa,
Yatazawa,
Altizapawanika,
Altazapunika,
Marwa,
Marwa,
Lakawa,
Wa,
Wanakakina,
Wanakaki,
Bagoya,
Goy,
Wala'a, Azkar,
Kar,
Tamyashra Alam,
Nash'al,
Awada, Kaya, Hawaitizawa,
Waitazawa,
Ba,
Ba,
Yakadwa,
Kawa,
Wayaka,
Alika,
Barya, Kawafu,
Rafa,
Ahoya,
Hoy,
Adawam,
Wan,
Wayashamai,
Rashamai,
Allah, Yum,
Yum,
Wahab, it's like Mawa Abu,
Mawa, Abu,
Wagar Yum,
Bagari,
Gabal,
Bal,
Waimawan,
Malak,
Waimalak,
Osaki,
Palasha,
Palashat,
Amishabia,
Amashak,
Taz of War,
Taz of War,
Gum Ashawar,
Gamash,
Nalawa,
Wa,
Imam,
Mum,
Hayawa,
What,
Zarawai,
What,
the Bunya, the
What,
Wat, Salat,
Salah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
La Hum,
the Hum,
Kamaji,
Kamai,
Kasaya,
Kasaya,
Sarah, Tayabia,
Kagib,
Wanakor, Koyashwan,
Koyash,
Shakmawa,
Shamawa,
Bayan,
Bayan,
Dara,
Ra,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
Adama,
Adma,
Shaitam,
Shastam,
Nada,
Da,
Yamawa,
Wa,
Kaira,
Ra,
because of Ba, because of Abu,
Kazab,
because of Ba,
Kazaba,
because of Zalmanai,
Zolman,
called Nasiakamwa,
Karnasiak, Wa,
Ashar,
Shar,
Amarwa,
Marwa,
Nair Shah,
Shah,
Nawa,
Wa,
Ah, Naawa,
Wa,
Alahayim,
Hayy,
Alahaya,
Alhaya,
Shayatama,
Shaitamwa,
Kagagala,
Gogala,
Kakwash,
Wash,
Shapanya,
Panya,
Rawaka'a, Ka'ash,
Ash,
Shabaira,
Ira,
Yaira,
Ira,
Wakala Aba,
Alba,
Kalahat,
Alahat,
Parayam,
Parayum,
Khan,
Kun,
Tharadapma,
Sawadat,
Basa Irika,
Ira,
Abasa,
Sa,
Wapaka,
Pasta,
Dabahala,
Baalam,
Mala'a,
Malahat,
Panyaham,
Panyam,
Pala One,
One,
Rayapakwash,
Wash,
Shaka,
Shaka,
Yahawa,
Yahweh,
Yabash,
Yabat,
Waya Bahawa,
Wea Behoa,
Aya,
I,
Waya Kaparwa,
Wea
Waya Abadwa,
Wea Bad,
Waya Daiwa,
What,
Kaya, Aita, Shaka, Yahawa, Labaka,
Baka,
Alyuan,
Aliwan,
Alcohol,
Alcohol,
Ha'aratha.
Ha'aratazah. Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still.
And be not still.
O God.
O God,
For lo,
for lo,
thine enemies.
thine enemies
Make a total.
make atonement.
They that hate
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty
They
counsel
have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy
And
people
consulted
and consulted
against thy enemies.
against thy enemies.
They have
They
said,
have said, Come,
let us cut them
let
off.
us cut them off
From being a nation.
from being a nation.
In the name of
In
Israel.
the name of Israel.
Maybe no more remember.
Maybe no more remembrance.
For they have consulted together.
For they have consulted together
With one consent.
one consent.
They are confederate against
They are confederate against thee.
the tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom
And the
and
Ishmaelites
the Ishmaelites
of Moab.
of Moab
And the
and
Hagarenes.
the Hagarenes,
Gabal.
Gabal
And Ammon.
and Ammon
And Ammon.
and Amalek,
The
the
Philistines.
Philistines,
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
A sword also was joined
With
with them.
Sur also was joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah,
Do unto them
do unto them
as to the Midianites.
as unto the Midianites,
As to Sisera.
as to Sisera,
As to Jabin.
as to Jabin,
At the brook of Kishon.
at the brook of Kishon,
Which perished at Endor.
which perished that endured.
They became as dung for the
They
earth.
became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
And like Zeid.
and like Said,
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes.
all their princes,
As Zabak.
as Zabak
And as Almun.
and as Almunah,
Who said,
who said,
let's take to
Let us
ourselves
take to ourselves
the houses of
the
God
houses of God
in possession.
in possession.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my God,
Make them like the wheel.
make them like you will,
As the stubble before the
as
wind.
they stubble before the wind,
As the fire burns the wood.
as a fire burneth the wood,
As the flame set the boughs
as
on
the
fire.
flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute
So
them
persecute them
with thy temper.
with thy tempest,
Make them
make
afraid
them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm,
Fill their faces with shame.
fill their face with shame,
That they may seek thy
that
name.
they may seek thy name.
O Lord.
O Lord,
Let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled.
and troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea,
Let them be put to
let
shame
them be put to shame
and perish.
and perish,
And they know
that men may know
that thou,
that
whose name
His
alone,
name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
Most High.
the Most High of all the earth. Here's the blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shai. Oma Yaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Matazabiyah. Alawap Yohana. Alawapia. Hasaranya. Hakwatazayunya. Hakahayoya. Wa Akwatyan. Yahweh. Shem Shai. Tawada Aman.
This is the blessing of the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohana.
Commanding General Yohana.
The general.
The general.
The captain.
The captain.
The officer.
The officer.
The trooper.
The trooper.
And the sister.
And the sister.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh
In
Shai.
the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Sorry, face me. Before we end the class, for the brother here, would you like an anointing prayer at all? Finish, we can show you. It's an anointing prayer. Would you like to be anointed or not?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll get
Just step right here.
yeah, just step right here. If you let's see. Step to the side. Put your hand just a little bit. Right. So now, ready? All right, so we'll begin the anointing prayer. We'll walk you through it. So it's the anointing prayer in the Hebrew.
Just us.
Yep. So it's me and him. Yabaraki Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Vaya Samarka.
Yar.
Yahar.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Yahweh.
Alika.
Ayuka.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yasha'a.
Yasha.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Alika.
Ayuka.
Wayashamlaka.
Wayasumlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashem.
Basum.
Yahshai.
Yahusai.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapat.
Rapat.
Magun.
Magun.
Hagun.
Hagun.
So now what you'll do is you'll say your name.
Michael.
And then repeat it back.
Michael.
Say it again.
Michael.
Michael.
Say it again.
Michael.
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 So that's it for that. And then we'll say Ba'ashem Yahushua.
Bahasem Yahusai.
Thawada.
The water Amma.
Now in English, what we just said was Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh in the name of Yahushai, bless, heal, shield, protect. Michael.